Last podcast, last panties, everyone kept calling us blobs in the comments.
You're like they're blobbing out over here.
The Wild Wild West.
Oh my God! I was gonna
Hey, you're allowed to chug that.
chug some motherfucking creatine.
Everyone's creatined up right now. It's crazy.
That's just straight creatine?
Nah, this is my water. It's my water
Shut up,
with
Nate.
creatine.
You asked me to be here.
No.
Hey,
Bag.
hey, Nate, what's up, dude?
Hey, dude, you're so pissed. I'm doing a fireside chat.
No, I started to.
The RFK feels good. Or RFK. I always do that.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? FDR.
FDR.
FDR's ass.
The RFK.
FDR's motherfucking
FDR's
ass.
fucking sick
Damn,
ass.
if all my guys on X see me with you on the couch, Nate, I'm gonna lose major points on X. I've been stoking the race war on X.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
gonna be pissed.
I was in San Francisco all weekend being like, yeah, actually, anyone who doesn't stand up right now is a coward for all time.
The Wild Wild
Wait, is
I've
this...
had a theory that the most racist white ladies do have flat booties, and that is somehow related to how they got racist. No ass. Probably got called pancake butt.
Yeah, they were walking with like their fat friend one day, and we're like, you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Catcalled. He's like,
She
"What
got
the-
pressed.
I hate these guys.
That's an interesting theory.
That's a better theory. Flatter the butt, more racist.
More racist the white lady.
And
Or
also-
the lady in general. The Asian lady.
Yeah, I mean, they could have been walking down the street and like, bitch got a long ass back, bitch flat ass, no booty,
How's
bitch.
Candace Owens' cheeks?
They're not. I don't think they're that bad. You know, I'm a Candace fan. I won't say nothing
Candace
bad. I like. Sometimes she spazzes, but sometimes she goes. She's not a dummy.
I think she.
But
I've
she
watched
does
some of her podcasts. It's pretty fun, dude.
Yeah.
Because she's as political as she is, she's still a lady. So there's a lot
Yeah.
of celebrity gossip on that.
Is it really? True, especially about Macron's wife. A lot of celebrity gossip.
Well, there's a celebrity gossip, but then it'll be like the president of France's wife has a cock. You go, all right, now this is best of both worlds.
Damn, so she'll hit like TMZ level reporting.
Yeah, she the one I watched, she was yapping about fucking Ryan Reynolds and his wife. What's that his name? Blake Lively.
I don't
And
even
then
know
she
who
went straight
Blake
into
Lively
like
is. Damn.
free Harvey Weinstein.
Cut
and
me
then-
struggling with the fucking cap.
I was watching one where she started going in. She goes into conspiracies too. She went deep into. You ever seen the conspiracies on that Malaysian flight that disappeared?
Which conspiracies? I've seen a couple.
There's ones that are going. They're big right now. It started on like probably Reddit or something, but it was that there's like this video that's if you see it in this, and then people have like tried to debunk it all over the place, but it's like a video that's supposedly from a satellite of the plane actually just like you see it blink out the sky. It looks very fake. I'm big into alien shit or like all that weird shit, but people have tried to debunk this video and it's very hard to debunk. So she was like with an expert just breaking down
So you're
this.
saying aliens took the plane?
Yeah, I hear how retarded it sounds. Like I'm not. I say this all the time. I don't necessarily believe it, but I am into it. Like it's a fun thing.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, and it's just fun to do the deep dive and be
I
like,
think I
oh.
saw something where the pilot actually ran his flight simulator for that exact flight.
See, those are the. If you watch this
'Cause
episode,
that's a tough one.
they go in all of that and they're like,
And then they go, "Oh, he knew the aliens were going to be there, and he wanted to meet them."
no, that's not what they do. But I don't want to get out. All right.
No, it's
Make
a
a-
podcast. Go ahead, talk.
Make a fool of. No, I'll play. It's because I don't know the whole shit, but there is like when because I heard that part too. The he researched the flight, but they're like he seemed like a happy dude. There's no thing where it seems like he
I've
was.
never heard that before about like a school shooter or anybody that does something insane.
I mean,
He seemed happy.
he was a good guy, but
I'm not putting it on him. Yeah.
I mean, he was a pilot. It's his fault.
fuck. Can you send the footage? I mean, you're not going to see it and go, "That's real." So never mind, forget it.
So
it's
it just blinks out of existence.
It's like these orbs. There's a big thing going on. It's all the stuff they're talking about with like UFOs and Congress and all of that. The orbs that are all over the place. And in the video, the plane's flying. The 3 orbs come around it, and
It's fake.
see that's
Nobody
what.
had footage of the flight. It was over the Indian Ocean, maybe. No one even knows where it went. Malaysian Airlines?
Yeah, but there's like conspiracy. I'm talking
Who was
conspiracy
filming
stuff. It's like satellite. It's supposedly the footage is like the stuff we
The
all have to
satellite
make.
was following that plane?
Well, not
with-
like that. It's just like the satellite because it's infrared. It's like an infrared.
Google Earth.
Huh?
Google Earth.
It's like
Google
just
Sky.
the government. It's supposedly a government leaked. Like someone leaked it in the government because it's so crazy. It's
I'm
like
already
a satellite. Yeah, I mean, it's
You
not.
were right.
It's I
were
mean,
right.
I tried to change
You were
the
right. I wasn't going to tolerate any.
But it's a fun conspiracy. The Malaysian disappearance. If you go into it a little bit,
Yeah.
and it's also one if you get real deep into it, you go, But also, it's people smarter than me talking about
The
trajectories.
one I heard,
Yeah.
the one theory I heard was it had some in the cargo hold some computer chips headed to China.
Yeah, and wasn't there like also
And the U.S. was like,
defectors or
we're not
something?
going to let that get to China. We shot it down over the
And it's just gone.
the South China Sea. Is that where they found like?
That's another part that people go like, oh, and they just found a part of it washed up somewhere.
Yeah.
But no, not the rest of it.
I mean, if it's computer chips, that's hilarious. Just be like, they're like, all right, we'll call Best Buy again. And fly.
Fucking
Just killed like 200 civilians. Be like, they can't get the new Pentium 4. Like 6 Dell laptops.
don't they like not even know where the
They have no
path-
idea.
the flight path it went off like pretty quickly.
Got lost.
These are all the things in the conspiracy. They're like, how do you lose a plane? That's not a thing we should be able to actually.
Yeah, I didn't think they ever lost. That was the weirdest
You have
thing.
to turn the
'cause we-
switch off from inside the plane.
But they say that's not easy to do. Like it's not just a thing you can just like.
Aliens.
I think it. I don't think maybe no it's aliens, but maybe it's some technology we have that we're like instead of shooting you with a missile, we have some shit you don't even know about.
Yeah.
that just vaporize the plane. It looks. I went down this rabbit hole
laser
for like
beam.
a good. It's not a laser beam. It's the orbs. It's the thing people were talking about when all those drones were going over New Jersey, and they were like the drones are chasing the orbs. Y'all didn't get into that.
No, I like the drone news was just like, dude, if there's aliens, they're gonna. I'm
looked at the
not
video?
worried about aliens until contact. I want to make contact.
That's where I'm at right now. I was big into them probably for the last 2 years, and it got too big after that Congress, like when they had the congressional meeting about aliens and shit. This was like I think a year ago or a year and a half ago, and then when that turned into nothing, I kind of was like, all right, this is
Looks like CGI. I got tricked by a deepfake yesterday.
of what?
I'm still not even certain, but it was Trump giving a speech about Antifa,
Yeah.
and he was just like, and they look frankly gay.
It was deepfake.
And I was like, that seems. While I was watching, I was like, God damn it, dude. And then I was like, oh, that was fake.
Did you hear about the SEPTA training videos that were getting released?
No, I like it though.
There was just videos of like, like how would you handle this situation, and it'll be like
Except to the bus?
yeah, like a guy the bus like on the SEPTA bus.
Every single answer. That ain't my job.
It was like a guy screaming at a pregnant lady, and they're now like getting circulated online as real videos. They're just like stage dramatized
Oh, nice.
scenarios. You have a bunch of boomers being like, "These kids have no fucking respect."
Oh God.
It's just a stage thing of like, "Shut up, bitch," to like a pregnant lady.
Yeah.
What would you do? If
God
you
damn, that's why I don't go into the city. Yeah, our generation can barely handle the internet.
Yeah.
Older people are
Oh,
totally
dude.
lost. And by the time in the next 4, I got tricked yesterday
With what?
for like a minute on that fucking Trump video.
Yeah, they're gonna get better and better.
They're getting pretty good. And I'm not gonna
Yeah, they'll be able to do
I'm not
like
gonna know what's real.
you'll have no idea.
Have
They'll
you
be
got
doing
got by a babe yet?
the what?
Like a AI babe? Just been
No.
like, this is like you look at it for like a minute, like, damn, she's perfect. And then it's like, oh,
Yeah,
she's
she's got an
actually
extra finger.
Yeah. Or like it's like bent weird or longer
Yeah.
than the other.
Yeah. True. That'd be nice though. You can just be like, it's not even a real babe. She's an AI babe. She doesn't exist.
We've all discussed that.
She doesn't exist.
We've been hit with that fucking preview on Pornhub.
Yeah, get an AI girlfriend.
Wait, what is
Nothing
this?
wrong with that.
I see.
You can get tricked. There's a couple AI. You know how I don't know. I've never really watched
sure.
it that much, but sometimes there's a preview. Like you got to skip the video to get to the porn.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they get you that.
Every once in a while, there's just an AI lady getting fucked. It's quality.
What?
Oh, that ad. Is that what you said? It's like, oh.
How do you know she was AI?
Yeah, it's clear. Her
Yeah, it's-
giant fake boobs are bouncing.
Gotcha.
She's saying the hottest thing
Yeah, it's got
possible.
Good audio.
The audio,
You know, a bit of a sound hound.
I was able to view the hub in I have not been able to view the hub at all.
It's nice to catch a hub.
Dude, it was I don't know why. It was a ton of.
Don't act like you're above the hub.
I'm not acting above the hub. I've just been off the hub for so long that I like popped it up.
And the hub's the best.
Dude, they were feeding me just like a lady who looked so young. And it was just all the vids. And I was
on the
like,
hub.
Yeah.
See, that's what's bothering me about
Yeah,
X
they'll toss those
videos.
on.
Like-
Like there's X videos, bro.
It's terrifying.
What do they do?
Every once in a while, there's like a thumbnail photo, and you go, I don't know what the
You like
Yeah.
you rocking it up. Like,
yeah, you go, what the fuck was that? I'm gonna get
I tried to
shot.
throw this thing off the screen.
Yeah, yeah. X videos, I think. I think it might be.
I mean, if you think about a bar, how many people are in a bar per year? There's bound to be some people who are underage. If you now take that to millions and millions of videos, there's going to be some
Bro,
people
it's
that have
like-
fake IDs.
No, it's like on X videos, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yikes,
No, the hub
bro.
had it until they had that big crackdown. I don't know how it didn't hit X videos. Do you remember Hub had to like crack?
Yeah.
So they had to like take everything off. And
But even then, it's like a bar. You can get hit
Yeah.
by the liquor control board, and it's like,
Yeah,
guess what?
give it a
Going
year.
to show up next day,
yeah.
the next day.
yeah,
Some kids causing no good. Some kids up to no good.
God damn, I would have got away with it. One of these fucking kids. Yeah, they sneak them in. X videos, that's terrifying.
yeah, and it's our only option.
It's all we have.
I know. Just launching them up so funny. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I've only seen it once. And it scared the fuck out of me.
I feel
I was scrolling through and there was just one thumbnail. I was like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah, man. Especially
What
from
was
other
that?
countries. The child labor
I
laws.
was faster on that than fucking gay.
The what?
Because the X videos will toss gay porn in there.
yeah, and not give you any warning.
Yeah.
It'll just
Yeah.
ruin
Yo,
my whole
let's see
beat.
what's on the homepage. Let's see what they're suggesting. The old chain today. Oh, child porn and gay porn. Great. Great. That is not what I. That's not what I was going for.
It even gives you like 3 squares now when you start. Like, do you want straight, gay, trans,
Yeah.
and you hit left all the time.
Hard as you can.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Crack my screen. And then it's still like, nope, you're getting some gay stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's messed up.
And
And you can't complain to anybody about it.
You really can't. You
Can't
can't
just
bring it
walk
up.
in
You
the
can't
room
go,
and be
dude.
like, what's the matter? Be like, show me gay shit on porn.
Gay porn.
Trying to show me a bunch of kids and gay shit. And I'm
It's like, did you still come? Yeah, but
I didn't feel good about it.
fucking whole thing threw me off at the beginning for
especially
4
looking at it and
seconds.
be like, yeah, I came. Like, I don't even want to talk to you about
Yeah.
this.
Still fucking ruled.
Yeah, tossing in the gay stuff out of nowhere is kind of fucked up.
Like that the video.
Did you thumbs down it?
I never
No,
click
thank
anything.
you.
I get rid of it, yeah.
Well, I just do comments like, hey, get this off my feed.
Hey, what the hell?
The video's blaring, so I had to play
Also,
to do the
at
comments.
15:23, you can see the boom.
Plot totally unbelievable. This plot's paper thin. These characters are very 2-dimensional. I saw it coming the whole time. I knew it was going to happen.
Measy F.
Measy F, baby.
Measy F, what have you been up to? I'd like to hear about you.
Nothing. I haven't been up to anything.
Really?
All right.
Yeah.
I gave him a big satchel of weed yesterday.
Yeah.
I went through my just
Measy,
all.
you do have come-ups all the time.
Dude, yeah. I don't know what happened. I just had a bunch of weed this week. I had no weed. I was like, I'm going to be off to stuff. And then out of nowhere, it just landed.
Yeah,
That
he's-
happens.
Thank you, man.
Eagle landed on. I just went through all my old weed. And I'm like, I have too much, and I ordered new weed. When I came back, the night we flew back, I was kind of turned. I went on the internet and ordered new weed. I was like, getting new weed, and I got a bunch of new
That was
weed.
a great flight back.
So fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got new weed in the mail, and I said, I'm getting rid of all this old weed. And I was like, I didn't know how much it was. I went through it, and I was like, Jesus Christ! I filled up a pretty big Ziploc bag.
It was a sack.
Here you go, Mises. So you're getting off the weed.
I was trying to.
Slang
How
it,
long
bro.
did you last?
Huh? How long? I didn't even last hours. Seconds.
Slang it, dude. Post up.
Yeah.
Why do you want to get off the weed? I feel
don't
like
know.
you're at your peak form.
You should sell weed on the scooter. Just get a lime
tight.
scooter and sell weed.
No, I would never. I would never.
Mayor, I
Why's
could
that?
set you up so you would be rocking.
Yeah, so you'd be Matt's vassal.
True.
And then you have to take on his kids to inherit the kingdom.
Yeah, fine, that'd be a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, kids, if this guy fucking sneaks
Lemisi's
up,
gonna have a, yeah.
I think about it all the time. It's like I could buy hundreds of pounds of weed now.
Yeah.
Lemaire, you should have a kid.
Yeah.
I would love a baby Lemise.
Me too.
Baby Lee's is-
You should have a bunch, just 5 Lemises running around.
Yeah.
You start with a name.
Yeah.
You already have a name? What are you, a chick?
No.
He's gonna cry.
What's your, tell us, please tell us. Please tell us. Please.
It was
He did say please.
it was Leonard.
Leonard's nice.
I would say I like Leonard.
Leonard Lee? Mm-hmm. Old Lenny Lee. Old mice and men. Lenny.
Leonard's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You could raise the most powerful anime black person in the world.
Yeah, is that, be honest, is that Ninja Turtles?
That'd be Leonard
thinking of
Nardo.
having-
Leonardo, dude. Yeah.
Yes, Donatello, Leonardo,
Think
Mike,
about Donald, Leonard,
Raph.
Michael.
Dude, yeah.
Well, man, your kid would be death sentence.
Death sentence.
Remember, you ever seen a death or Street Beefs death sentence?
Yeah.
This skinny black
with the
kid
anime.
with the flying
Yeah.
knee.
Yeah.
Dude, he just trained with Demetrius Johnson. Mighty Mouse was just training Death Sentence.
Yeah, Death Sentence is big right now.
Yeah.
We still need to sponsor Street Beef.
We need to.
I don't understand the hold up here.
Remember, I tried to sponsor the guy who was going to explode a hole full of gasoline.
That's a good idea.
This guy was just digging a hole, and he was like, "I'm filling this at like 1 million subscribers. I'm going to fill it up and like pour gasoline." And he was like, "I'm taking ads," and I was like, "Dude, I'll buy a billboard on the video." And he said like federal agents contacted him, or like, "You can't,
Not allowed to blow up the hole.
you're not allowed to, you're not allowed to fill the hole with gasoline and blow it up."
Fucking thought this was America.
Yeah, and he had to just faked it with CGI, and everyone
That must have
turned
been
on
under the Biden administration.
It was Trump's FBI. Cash
Trump
Patel.
would have said, obviously, you're allowed to blow up holes.
Yeah. Cash Patel would have been like, "You can blow up this hole, and I'm going to give you a huge caravan."
Patel would have said, FBI.
We're gonna drive like a tour bus full of guys there too. I would
Yeah.
just right into the hole.
We gotta get the Street Beefs ad.
Yeah, we could.
We gotta get on that. I think we ran into some trouble with this Spotify deal.
With
I think there was some pushback from our tightwads.
yeah.
Are you sure Street Beams is the right thing for the brand?
And go, yeah, I'm certain it is.
Couldn't we just sponsor an event? We can just sponsor an event here in your backyard. That'd be sick.
A Street Beefs?
Yeah, and like it'd be like Mortal
I don't
Kombat
know what
pit
you.
situation.
Yeah, you're gonna fight. I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Dude, I'm ready to Street Beefs.
Dude, we could do like a Tekken 4 where you could like throw them into the pool, and then it's like a John Wick like water battle.
Tag in and out.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
be a tag
Royal Rumble Street Beef.
You would tag team with them there?
Oh, tag team.
I get to pick your opponents.
Please don't.
Yes.
Is Derek and Hassan?
You could put Lemaire in one of
YouTubers
the
Derek
big
and Hassan
bubbles.
would be good.
Oh, is that you just pick Derek and Hassan as our?
I think Derek would give you guys some trouble.
Derek's pretty big,
Derek's big and yeah.
and he's happy.
And he's-
the thing about Derek is he's happy and calm all the time, and those are usually guys with a little psycho. And
He played a little football. He's got that on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Derek.
no, I still think I would win. I'm not going to say publicly that I would lose.
I think
to Derek
Hassan,
and
you guys run a train on. I think so. It's you two versus the Nighthawks. Did the Nighthawks doc drop yet?
No, I don't know. I don't think it's
I
dropping.
gotta
yet.
get my hands on the Nighthawks
I
doc.
can't wait. I think it's coming out soon.
It's gonna be so good.
Dude, it's gonna be huge for the scene.
I don't think people understand what it's like to be an Austin comic.
No, I mean it's
It's
just
not like
Wait, what is? I don't even know what Nighthawks is.
you don't know the Nighthawks
you
documentary.
You are a Nighthawk, dude.
Yeah,
my bad. My bad. I know what it is now.
You're just a killer that hunts at night, dude. You're an assassin.
Just making history, bro, in like the most unique situation.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That we
I
need
can't
to
wait
we
to
need
be a
to
legend.
we need to be more vocal about how fucking gay that is.
I think we've been pretty. Well, then they tricked us and folded us into a
Yeah,
promo
that was pretty funny.
because we were going like Nighthawks, and they cut it, and it was very funny. It was a very funny edit. Yeah, I think it
I
comes out.
appreciate
soon.
them trying to make something. I'm not criticizing the guys
For sure.
themselves. I'm just talking about discussing comedy like that.
Yeah, Just being
Makes
like,
me not want to do comedy.
nobody knows.
Nobody knows what it's like to fucking be an assassin.
Nate Marshall and Matt McCusker are in it.
What?
You
You
guys
guys
are
are
the
in it.
IMDb.
You guys are
page.
Nighthawks. You guys are in it.
You guys are Nighthawks.
when the hell did I get in there?
Yeah, I had no idea. I mean, it makes sense though. We are Nighthawks.
Well, now I want to be a Nighthawk. Well, hold on a second, fellas. I didn't know you guys sitting here between two Nighthawks.
I did not know I was
Sandwiched between two Nighthawk samurai killers.
That's so funny.
You've been sharpening your blade too. I've noticed.
I've been trying. I've been
You're
working.
doing a lot of spots, sharpening your dull
also
ass
funny
fucking
'cause
blade.
it's like,
my
if they,
butter knife into a
if they actually interviewed me, I'd be like,
Butter
yeah, I
knife.
just take a shit and then I'm nervous and then
Yeah, and I hope I do well, and I kind of do the same material I've been doing. And
Yeah, right,
yeah,
home immediately.
that was good.
that's crazy. maybe I made it to the B-roll because I didn't do a proper sit down.
I don't know how I got the probably video me bombing.
It's probably you blacked out doing a full interview. Like 45 minutes of you blacked out.
I pray
you
to
might
God.
be the Nighthawk. It might be about you.
I'd be so bummed if I was blacked out being gay about comedy.
Yeah, just sitting there,
It's
just
an
like-
art.
Yeah, you could catch me on the wrong night. I could sit down and talk about being a samurai. You could fuck me on that. That's why I refuse to do an interview. It was when with Tires coming out, they're like, you have to do press.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I can't.
yeah.
I refuse to do all press. And they're like, it's in your contract. I was like, shred the contract. I can't sit down and do an interview. The only interviews I'm doing now, I'm demanding Gerben does them.
That's perfect.
The only way I'll do it is if Gerben's on the interview.
I think that's fair.
I just need someone to make fun of.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna be like, so how did you come up with Tires? And I go, I did nothing.
Just complete. You should do it and just be like, yeah, I just had the vision. I write it. I direct it. Just completely steal John's.
McKeer and Gerben right onto the bus. Yeah, the writers' room was tough. I kind of just took control and wrote the entire show. I didn't just show up and say, I'm gonna make up my own lines.
Like I pretty much ad-lib.
Just show up late and hungover and go, I'll just come up with something.
Actually, the interviews would crush. You just show up and you're like, I just show up drunk and.
So me and
hungover.
Gerbies are gonna do a late night.
That's gonna be so fun.
And
Which one?
I'm not gonna tell you yet.
Okay, my fault.
Well, no, it just, you never know what these things. It might not. go
Nighthawks
through,
doc.
but
It's gonna be the Nighthawks doc.
It's gonna be the Nighthawks doc. We're gonna do a little late Nighthawks. But I don't know what to tell Gerben as far as, because I feel like I could trick him with like, you have to wear a tuxedo.
Yes.
You know what I
Suit.
mean?
Easily suit.
Or I'll be like, dude, we're going cash. Just wear like
wear a suit.
a hoodie, and I'll wear a suit. And be like, what the fuck, man? It's tough. There's so many options.
What do you think? The president of Ukraine, dude? What the fuck's
Yeah,
going
we're
on?
wearing a fucking tracksuit asking for 70 billion. I did that once to a kid in school, and it was one of my all-time tricks.
What'd you do?
He was a new kid in school. He transferred in the middle of the year. He transferred during basketball season, and I was like, dude, it's our first home game. We all just dress up and like, basically it's like Halloween. You wear like the craziest costume. This kid showed up in a fucking green M&M suit. Everyone else was just in normal.
That is absolutely
the meanest
ruthless.
thing I've
That's
ever
so
done.
ruthless.
I forgot. I told him at like lunch during the day, and I watched him walk into the gym, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
How did he take the prank?
Not good. Yeah, but he had to know. He had to wear a green M&M suit. Me and him became friends, and he was like, I literally was in the car with my parents. They drove me to the game. I was in a green M&M suit. I was like, all right, see you guys. He got out.
That's a nightmare.
It's the meanest thing possible.
Did he own it? Did he try to own it at all? And just be like, nah, I wanted to wear it.
I don't think so. I think everyone there was like,
What the fuck?
the fuck? Why are you wearing that?
You can't even explain it. Being like, Shane told me to wear a green M&M suit. Like, well, okay, so what?
He just did it.
And I guess you could like try to like take some of it off, but you're still in like a green
Yeah,
sweatsuit.
you're just wearing white gloves.
Although being the green M&M, he was letting the ladies know, like, yo, I'm
Yeah,
down
he's
to
going,
fucking party.
dude.
I'm down to fucking party right now. That was so funny when I actually believed they make you horny.
M&M.
I used to crush them. I'd be like someone's house and I get the green M&M.
Oh, is that from
That was the
what band was that? Their writer was it Metallica? They said their writer was Ryder was
Green
only
M&M.
green M&Ms. It was Mariah Carey. It's just I think that's an urban legend.
Damn, was that Mariah Carey wanted only green M&M? I feel like everyone was like, no, that was Metallica.
She had too many. She turned into the fucking green M&M.
She did. Maybe that's what actually happened with Eminem. That was the big goss.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Yeah.
I went down a little rabbit hole of watching white people like listen to Eminem and like rap in interviews when they would ask him, and the smile you guys get when he spits is so nice.
What?
You guys just get so happy watching like back in the day old M interviews, the one where he's rhyming orange. The guy interviewing him just gets like, this is fucking perfect.
Yeah, we've done it.
I thought it was beautiful.
Don't put that just on us. You guys loved Eminem.
I love it.
Ask every rapper back then was like, Eminem's literally the greatest rapper of all time.
No, he's a beast. I'm not taking. I would never.
I can't believe you're doing that to us.
The X algorithm's going to his head, dude. Full race.
It
We're
really
right
is,
now.
dude. Go to look at the fucking footage from Kendrick's concert in Philly. Every white person's going,
Well, they're not
like us. They're not like us.
That sucks.
Bing, 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 doo.
That
Bing,
doesn't,
bop, boom, bop,
that doesn't
pow.
make me feel good. That makes me go yuck.
Yeah.
But watching M actually do, he
Honkies
kinda
do that to every rapper. I do see what you're saying. Where the honkies got to sit there and go,
and
we
I'm
got
not saying
one.
this like it's a bad thing. I feel like y'all are saying it like I'm like honkies. I'm clowning on y'all, and I'm not. It was
Well,
really
we're in a
just
sensitive place right now. The honkies are in a sensitive place.
I've been
Excuse
trying.
us if we're on guard right now. We've been
Sorry.
told we're evil for 10 years.
Yeah.
No, I miss when y'all were bulletproof.
You don't know what it's like.
I
Tony, the
I'm
best.
fucking tired, y'all.
That old
I love
episode
this
of
country, but sometimes this country does not love me, dude.
That's true. I mean, dude, we built this country. The old Donahue interview with Farrakhan's, if you want to tap into like 90s whites, it is a like unadulterated, just them and like,
Basically, just every single person going, I have a question. How come I can't say it?
yeah,
They say it, then they say it, and everyone goes, all right, well, you did it.
dude, it's like full back to Africa. It's like moms in sweaters being like, then go back to Africa if it's so bad. And everyone's just like, ah.
what the hell was going on in the 90s?
Just whites
Honks-
before we got
honks
hit
were
with
allowed
fucking
to-
Judith Butler and all
You
that
could
fucking
say
shit.
anything.
I didn't know it was still happening in the 90s.
Oh, bro, the 90s were wild. And it's like, and like Farrakhan's up there. He's cooking too.
Yeah.
Man, that guy was really rocking. His early stuff's great.
His early stuff does rule.
His early stuff. So a Jewish lady stands up and you see his face go, I have some stuff to talk about. And he rips. Even like to go back to Africa whites are like, that's a good point.
Yeah, they go back to Africa whites are going, now, hold on a second. Why don't you stick around a little longer? Baby, it's cold outside. I really want to go.
That was
True.
funny when people came up against that song. They're like, this song's wrong. It's like, dude, don't be a sicko.
Yeah.
He definitely fucking like, what do you think happened at the end of that? Like, dudes didn't, back in like the, I think 60s even, like it was like, you didn't get a hand. There was like one girl in the neighborhood that gave hand jobs. I had an old boss that I worked for who was like in his 70s in the early 2000s. He's like, you guys have no idea how lucky you are. Yeah. He's like, we would hear about a girl that had sex with a guy like 2 towns over, and we'd be like, God damn. They got the dudes back then in like the early 60s or like late 50s got nan pussy.
Dude, it's in All Quiet on the Western Front, one of the guys sneaks out and sleeps with the lady and then comes back and they're like, bro, how was it? And he goes, I got her handkerchief. And they'll go, holy shit. Let me see. Oh my God, how white was she? And they're like, she was like milk. And they're like, oh.
Yeah, apparently the reality of like
died in the mud the next day.
happy just going, God,
Yeah, just go, God damn, I smelled that one lady.
smell that lady. Although I think the reality of that was like, I think what was that, World War
There's
One?
one, yeah.
Yeah, they would like, you would have the envoy where you're like carting supplies and you would hit like a apocalyptic hovel of just starving ladies and they would like blow you for coffee and you'd be like, what a wild time the fellows had.
Oh, yeah.
It was rough. A big, dirty, skinny ladies.
Yeah, they're covering that a lot in Vietnam.
Yeah. And you would just pre-jack, dude. They would like see you, and you'd be like, "Here's all my cigarettes for the month."
A couple cigarettes and a Coca-Cola. We got a deal. Couple Lucky Strikes. Here we go now.
Yeah, who the fuck was? You know that was Frank McCourt, the guy who wrote Angela's Ashes. He wrote a good part 2 was him in America at 20 years old, and he was like, I think. Did he go over? He was over. He served somewhere. He was like, dude, it was fucked. And then they were riding with the Jewish guy, and you know what? This was because World War II had already happened. What the hell were they doing over there? He was in the military because he was with a Jewish guy, and they had to go get the supplies. They were in Germany.
Yeah,
they stopped Dachau, and he's like, the Jewish guy started freaking out, and he explained him where he's like, oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Where would that have been?
What do you mean?
I guess they were just serving overseas. Maybe not even during a war. It was the 50s. He was in,
and he was Irish.
Yeah, he came to America.
Yeah, there was no.
Yeah, he
war.
just joined. I think they were just chilling over there, doing just military stuff in general.
Just regular.
That would have been, rebuilding Germany.
Yeah. He kind of
All of Europe.
He's pretty honest. He's like, yeah, I got pussy over there. Well, I'm not proud of it. It was pretty.
Have you ever talked to any guy that's been in the military?
Yeah.
Especially those dudes during the 90s that were I was stationed in Japan.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell are they doing? Just
They're just having fun, dude. They were fucking every single dude that served in the American military in the 80s and 90s was in Germany, Japan.
Yeah.
No wars.
Hitting titty milk bars.
Yeah.
I used to work with an old black guy.
Steamrolled
Till 9/11, everyone was like, dude, join the military rules.
Yeah,
9/11 happened, you go, oh, just my luck. I gotta go to fucking Fallujah.
Yeah, party's over.
I thought I was gonna get some pussy and live in fucking Hamburg.
I thought I was gonna get the strangest strange. I knew an old black guy who was in Vietnam, and he was like, I was fucking so many of those women, my dick turned into cauliflower.
Yeah, this guy's dick's got ruined over there.
Yeah, he said his dick got fucked up.
Isn't that where a lot of people got AIDS for the first time? I don't know. I'm thinking that from a movie. Actually, I think it was heroin.
Seems pre-AIDS, but yeah, heroin.
I think that's more like gonorrhea.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, I put that on you.
What's the one with it had Chris Tucker in it? I think he dies of an overdose at the end. I can't remember the name.
Dead Presidents?
Dead Presidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His dick got fucked up?
He at the end, they never just outright say he has AIDS, but he comes back into the bar after they haven't seen each other, and he's like, my immune system's all fucked up from something that happened to me over there. But he was also doing heroin, so it's probably actually I don't think I put that together when I was a kid watching it. It was
thought
the
he
heroin.
was doing gay stuff.
Yeah. I just thought he was fucking foreign third world country ladies, and I was like, oh, that makes sense that's that was my kid brain.
I don't know how prevalent. You never really hear about AIDS in Asia.
No.
I don't think they get it. They don't get fucked up from smoking cigarettes either.
They do it till they die. And as old people.
I don't think Asians really cop AIDS like that.
I feel like they must have.
You think so? I think that's why they wear the masks. They all
I feel like dude, Asia gets crushed every fucking 3 years.
They get bird flus. They don't catch AIDS. They get bird flu.
They get the flu. They come down with a nasty flu.
Yeah, they breathe in the wrong bird cum, and they
get the blanket on. They get this blanket going. I got fucking avian flu again.
Do you think it was a Viet Cong trap?
What?
The
AIDS?
The sex.
Sometimes, but no.
It's just poor ladies, man. Poor ladies are hornier than you think.
Poverty.
You don't got to tell me.
You don't got to tell me. Yeah, it really dials up the horniness, man. That's why you need a lot of stuff. You just you gotta get a lot of stuff in your house.
Lady comes in
every lady in your house gets horny.
No, they got hit with it.
Did they?
Yeah, Southeast Asia got hit with
the AIDS?
HIV virus.
Crap.
India got crushed.
Did they really?
Oh, you know what? It's also just population.
Yeah,
so it's it's a map that's like 1 million people there. And it's that's fucking nobody in India.
Yeah, yeah, true. 1 million, nothing. Billion, dude. Billion people countries. I can't get over them. It's chaos.
Are we not one?
Hell no, dude. We're like 300 million, 350.
Oh, so we're not even close.
Not even close to a bill.
Yeah. We're probably higher now. We're probably like 4 these days.
Yeah.
Thanks, Biden.
I think it's about the dip.
Don't we need more people? Case?
That's what they say.
Case shit is the fan.
Elon Musk is on a big kick. We need more people.
I like that energy. I like that instead of like we need less people, we need like we got so much space in the middle of the country.
I don't think
Fill
it's.
it up.
I think. Yeah.
Population's gonna dip hard, man. The boomers go, and then it's like it's a huge population dip.
Yeah, and we're not, and like people like our age is not having
China's
kids.
population's geezed up too.
Yeah, Japan, China.
They don't have kids. Yeah, they just have 1 billion old people. Their economy is going to explode, dude. They're
Yeah,
fucked.
they need the bots.
Okay,
There's a
That's
you
good
hear
to
that? You ever think about that?
Yeah, dude, China has
No,
like
Asia's
15
China.
years.
Yeah, they're geezed up.
15 years, they're going to be fucked.
Dude, think of having 1 billion 70, 80-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Although knowing China, they'll just go put them down.
True.
They'll get some euthanasia going. They'll go, we can't.
Yeah, but then they'll be like,
It's for the
their
good of the
population's
state.
going to crash. The housing market crashes. It fucks up a lot of stuff.
I think you guys are forgetting about how long Asian people live. And they live forever.
they do live for 1,000 years.
Unless they like fall out of a factory window, yeah.
Unless they bark up the wrong tree and try to take Taiwan. I think that life expectancy is about to dip.
No, you're right. They
They're
do
gonna
live-
hear a little CCR and go, "Oh no!"
Oh shit!
Whoops. America's been calling itself a soft gay pussy for the last 15, 20 years, dude. We're being coy.
Yeah, true.
I do like that theory.
I don't even know
Accept
how much
that
of a
theory.
theory it is, dude. I think we're pretty fucking evil. I think we might be a pretty evil
I'm trying to
empire.
pretend
ready
to not be. No.
We're going, nah, we're just soft little pussies. We're too fat and lazy.
I mean, dude, for real, you know how evil you have to be to control the world. Like you gotta be up to no good, man.
Unless you're doing it, you're going, hey, knock it off.
Yeah. Yeah, but in order to knock it off, you got to be like, all right, you guys want
Crack
to
a few
fight dirty?
skulls.
We'll have to play with you. Play
This
it by
hurts
ear.
me more than it hurts you.
Yeah.
I don't like doing this. You think I like doing this?
Step one is just like completely psychologically destroying an entire country. And then you can start really be like, all right, well, let's shoot that guy in the head. We'll have these guys, that guy, those guys. We'll burn those guys.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, this
All
guy
right.
said he's not going to nationalize the oil. He's their king now. He's a good guy. We think
Kill him
he's
later.
doing a genocide. Ah, fuck. Well, we support him.
Actually, hold on. Let that play out for a little. Okay, yeah, there we go.
All right, get him out of there.
Yeah, it's truly a very it's a very I like when I did like that large dose of mushrooms, I had a full on like like you think about stuff, I was like really feeling it and I was like, oh my God. The top of it all is just barbed wire fucking compounds and bombs and secrets and I was like, duh. Scary.
It is scary.
And then my brother was like, all right, we gotta go somewhere and he just drove me through Kensington and I was like,
Oh, no.
fuck. I had come out of it and I was
Why did
so
he take you through Kensington?
he just had shit to do. But I was
Go around.
it was crazy because I came out. I'm like, this is so nice. I saw like when I first came out, I just sat on like the steps outside of Billy's house, and like a stray cat walked up to me, and I was like, so you're just like seeing stuff for the first time again. You're back in your body, and I was like, whoa, cats. And then all of a sudden, I went through Kensington, and I was like, this is what happens when you don't do good stuff, dude. This is crazy how hard it falls apart. The whole area is just fallen, failed. Then you can think back, and it's like because everyone goes on like the like systemic stuff where it's like, well, this happened. But then there is an element of it where like, especially like, Kensington's a lot of whites and it's like 2024. You're like, damn, what, like just thinking back on like your great grandfather just fucked up so bad.
Yeah.
And now it's like plays out generations later and you're just staring at a sidewalk, just like,
Yeah.
fuck, it
You
sucks.
think that guy's great grandfather was like also like genetically a piece of shit? Like that gets passed down.
I think he's maybe insinuating something like sexual abuse in the family. Something like that. That usually, that's a generational.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gets passed down.
That'll pass the whole way down to
Yeah, or
you doing heroin.
Yeah, just caught you out there playing cards with the fellas, like, yeah, the night's never gonna end. 6 generations later, your whole family's like, like, damn, it sucks.
Damn. I wonder if we're going to have to pay for all the drinking.
Yeah, you try to move to like those
No.
like
No way.
Lemaire's mom
We're
just
never
called these
gonna
guys
die.
out.
Never going to die.
Lemaire's mom just called these guys out. She's on their ass.
Yeah, my mom said we're bloated.
You got to take that seriously. Come from a
A
mom.
little bloated. Squad's a little bloated up.
Yeah, I feel like black people have a lot of like telltale signs of like smoking. Like I can tell he smokes cigarettes. His like fingernails are black. Like there's a lot of like lips get black. Yeah, there's a lot of Yeah, I'll get hit with those every now and again. Like, oh man, they must have been doing this. Their lips are black and their eyes have like, and you're like, where are you guys coming up with this stuff?
But then you see it happen over time. Like my cousin, she like her lips are black as shit now. I don't know. I just think about it when I think about black ass
I guess
lips.
no, black lips could be your guys'
hilariously
version
black.
of the red face.
Yeah.
Because if a white guy drinks too long, you get like a certain type of nose and your face turns red forever.
Yeah.
Permanent red face.
Yeah, you get permanent red face and a humongo nose.
You just get just an Irish face. It could just be being Irish.
That's true.
They call those nose gin blossoms.
Yeah,
Gin blossoms, there you go.
those noses are, those are horrific.
What is it actually? What's it like look like?
Like literally like a bulbous.
Yeah, that big fat red nose.
Yeah, where every pore is like a fucking
Yeah, you open up.
golf hole.
Yeah, well, your body's like, please get this out of me.
Yeah.
And that's just from booze? That's not like Coke mixed in or nothing?
No, that's booze. That's shit. But I don't think that happens.
You'll just get black lips.
Nice. All
And
right.
yeah, you'll be swollen. You'll be.
Might be a good thing.
Yeah.
All
You're
right.
gonna get swole, dude.
I'm
Who
gonna
gives
keep.
a shit?
I'm gonna keep what?
You're just gonna get swole, dude. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
Getting the
keep
fat call from your mom is stinks, man. My mom's brutally
They're
honest
never-
about
yeah,
that.
parents are pretty quick to hit you with a fat call.
I just knew I got fat because people started saying me, Lemaire, and Andy look close in weight class, and that was never part of my. Like I still don't believe it, but then I look at the pod, I'm like, we're neck and neck over there. It's devastating.
Yeah, who would have thunk? I'm in second place.
Yeah, you gotta feel good.
True.
Coming down the back stretch, you're gaining.
What would your horse racing name be if you had to give yourself a horse racing name?
Leonard.
I think I'd be a Sebastian. Sebastian's a good horse name.
You thinking Seabiscuit?
No, Sebastian. I'm thinking that's a good. I want like a man, like a person horse name.
Bloated Fury would be nice.
Bloated Fury. Black Bloated Fury.
And here comes Black Lips coming up on Bloated Fury.
Yeah. Last podcast, last panties, everyone kept calling us blobs in the comments.
Like they're blobbing out over here.
Fuck all them, dude. They're blobs.
True.
This is blob on blob violence.
That's an in-house issue.
Yeah, this is blob shit. That's just family business, Bob. That's family business. Don't worry about it. And what else? We've covered geopolitics. What else
We
got
did
going?
cover geopolitics. Dude, I've been reading I've been listening to an audiobook before sleep that's like, the whole point of it is to like go against the the atheists, like people saying like the world's like meaningless, purely physical. There's a guy who wrote a book being like, no, it's not. Here's why. I listen to it every night before bed. It's pretty sick. Fortunately, I don't remember it because I pass out all the time. But they do get into like the creation of the universe, or just how the universe is, and it's like, it's just so statistically it's just like there's no way. It's improbable that like the way it's designed is just by chance. So like statistically totally impossible. If you take like, gravity and skew it by 0.0001, like the universe collapses. Like the weight of like helium or whatever, if it was like off by like a 0.0001, that collapses. And it's pretty sick because the materialists are all about like consciousness is just, it's an illusion, total byproduct of just physical processes. It's nothing. And then the guy's like, well, so you claim to figure out the truth on a fucking illusion?
Yeah.
I go, yeah, dude, fuck
Yeah,
it.
fuck
He's just sticking it to materialists. I'm going to bed like, yeah, good
Wasn't
point, dude.
Aquinas on that shit?
Yeah, probably.
I forget who it was. I think it might have been Thomas Aquinas.
But like,
I was fully like, he just sat down and like looked at a stream and was like,
yeah,
somebody designed this.
yeah.
He's like, come on, dude. Look how sick that fucking shit is.
And it's beautiful. He's like,
Yeah.
it works beyond comprehension, and it's also on top of that cherry on top. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You look at the stars, you're like, dang, that's amazing.
The one that does bother me with that is when people are like, Earth is perfect for us. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, that's how we evolved to live on it.
True.
You know what I mean, though? That it's like,
True.
that's the one. Not saying the design of the universe, that it makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Because we exist within that. But when it comes to like, whether like Earth is it's the only place we can live. It's perfect for humanity. And it's like, yeah,
We evolved towards
that's
it.
how we got here.
Yeah, but then it's like if you take it all the way back to the Big Bang Senior, the man himself. It's like it materialized the beautiful living conditions or a place that inhabits life and
Yeah, but I'm
materialized.
sure
out of the
what I'm
void.
saying is in the universe, I'm sure there's a ton of planets that are like this. In fact, possibly infinite.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And a bunch of fucking meteors landed on those with some primordial goo, and they thrived and evolved there, just like we did here.
True. But then it's like, still, yeah, it could be.
I'm just saying in that particular example that people use sometimes.
That's the big one. They go multiverse. They go, it's just a multiverse. And, if you have infinite multiverse, then for sure there's going to be one that sustains life.
Dude, can I say, I think the multiverse thing is just like, it's just, okay. All right. So there's these clouds in space, and they're called like the dark ages, and we can't see past the dark ages, but they think that's the past. So multiverse is just different people, like different versions of us existing
Through the clouds.
through the timeline. Yeah, through like the same timeline, but like, I don't know.
Like simultaneously, just different things happening.
Like something that happened to you a week ago is happening to someone back there right now.
Like a me.
Yeah. Same guy.
I wish I could save him.
I want to go to
I wish I could go through and help you and go, don't do what you did this week.
You're gonna feel like shit.
Don't drink on that flight home with DeRosa and Tommy. A huge mistake.
You go to stop yourself and you're just bulging out of your pants. You're like, what the fuck? The hell? This guy can't exist. I'm like, no, keep going, man. You're doing good.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
You can't waste any time worried about the fucking multiverse.
I don't really, the multiverse to me it's not even a real thing because then it's just still the universe.
Yeah.
It's like it's a multiverse. Like, no, it's just a universe.
I do hate that when they're like, there's multiple universes, and you go, all right.
Yeah, sure.
Well, then it's part of the universe.
Yeah, exactly. We're still in the universe. Nice try, nerds.
Yeah,
No more grants for you
It doesn't make
guys.
any sense. Be
Yeah,
quiet,
like there's
nerds.
just a bunch of universes. It's like, okay, then that's the universe.
Yeah.
So
Then what do you call the whole thing? You go, there's no word for
The
it. There
multiverse.
you go. I got a word for it.
Yeah.
It's called universe. I came up with a word for it.
What if multiverse just means multiple universes?
It does, but
Yeah, but universe means
word then.
no, but the universe means one song, brother.
But if multiverse means multiple universes, so it's like the perfect word for exactly what y'all are saying.
No, but then that would you still encapsulate that into a singular.
I'm trying to think of and I'm not going to do this correctly, but it'd be like, this is food. And someone goes, yeah, but what if there's more food? And you go, yeah, well, that's just food still. Does
Yeah, but
that, does that make it? Did I do that
It's
right?
the multi-food.
I went with food.
It's like it'd be like
trying to relate to the blobs.
With like,
Now it's blob talk.
there's more food in the multiverse. It's different foods.
There's different foods. There's better wings. You go, well, then there's still wings, though.
That would be tight if it was like one of
Multi-wig
those.
theory. I love it.
Dude, if you did
I
one of
was
those,
in Buffalo. I hit the multi-wing theory. I fucking went nutty.
like the everything everywhere all at once, where you just like
Yeah.
jump to a different timeline and just get fat as hell.
Go
You
wings.
can't stop
Just
eating.
go
it.
wings again. And what are the wings like here? Still good? Sick. God damn, wings are so good.
You just bet on your phone, you lose. You're like, I gotta get out of here.
In a new universe.
I fucked it up. Yeah, I agree with that stuff. It's like, dude, it's like if you were in like cities and you're like, no, there's just more cities. Like, yeah, there's a country. There's a bigger thing that's going to encapsulate the whole thing. But yeah, I'm sick of scientists trying to be like, there's nothing. It's like, dude, shut up.
I like listening to conspiracy theorists tell me what the truth is. I don't believe it, but it's more fun than what reality is. I was looking at something about the moon. Well, I don't even know how conspiracy it is, but like just how perfect the moon is for us, and how not if it wasn't there, but there's like dumb conspiracy theories about the moon wasn't always there and it showed up.
Yeah,
Like,
Billy was hitting me with this earlier.
it's
It's like the moon used to not be there, and it's just like some bullshit.
and like multiple societies throughout the past have a story of the moon showing up in the sky.
They
So
probably
you're saying the
copied
moon
Cliff.
showed up while humans existed?
That's what the conspiracy said, or the old,
ancient text.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
ancient-
go ahead and I'm gonna debunk that.
Yeah.
I don't know anything, but I'm done. I'm done with that.
The moon's from an asteroid, right?
There's
Isn't it like-
Allegedly.
there's no actual scientific definite why we have.
But
the
like,
moon.
wouldn't like the moon, like there's like a big hole in there's a big hole in like Sweden full of gas, and I feel like that would be a great moon.
Like you just blast the moon out.
Hold on,
I hate
you're thinking beyond the time clouds.
What are you talking about? There's a hole in Sweden with gas.
That could be the moon.
There's like a
You're
big
a hole in Austin with gas.
I do love to think your mom
You
called
could
you.
be a
You're
good moon,
bloated.
dude. You could be a Lamoon.
That is funny.
Lamoon Lee.
If your mom called to tell you she was concerned you're bloated, then you just talked about the Sweden gas hole for like the next 45 minutes.
So wait, please tell me about this Swedish gas hole.
There's a couple of theories. These are a couple of myself theories, dude. Like there was an asteroid, killed all the dinosaurs, did the Pangea. Then it also it ejected
Did the Pangea?
Yeah, dude.
Pangea or broke Pangea.
Yeah.
Do you think the asteroid broke Pangea?
Yeah.
A bunch of bowling balls or a bunch of billiard balls.
I could be wrong. I think Pangea was
Just natural.
Tectonic.
way
yeah.
before.
Yeah. Before dinosaur.
I think
Could have been an inner asteroid bouncing around.
I thought it was I thought the dinosaurs. I think they were settling on the Yucatan Peninsula, like Mexico, was where that hit.
Yeah. Okay.
Could be wrong.
Okay. Theory's done.
No, keep going. I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, I just thought I was just asteroid, and then like it's just the ejection of the rocks and shit. They go
Yeah.
into space, and then they.
It's tough without the visual of your hands coming together.
The moon might be hollow.
The moon might be hollow.
The moon might actually be hollow.
Did you
I
ever
like
see
that.
they tested it? They did test the moon to see if it was hollow. They shot something at it.
They knock on it like a watermelon. Just
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah. That's basically what they did. They shot something at it, and it like vibrated in a way that it shouldn't have if it was like dense like Earth is. And that's like a real test that scientists did.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I did one
look, I hear
time.
you.
I was in the grocery store, and I think an old black lady took me aside one day and showed me how to select watermelons based on the sound of knocking on it. Dude, to this day, I can pick bangers. She just totally give me a big yellow belly. I check for a yellow belly, knock on it, and I'm telling you, it's like I haven't picked a bad one. I don't think
That's
since.
very good.
It's amazing.
That's a nice moment.
Yeah, it was very because I'm like picking them up, and she was like, "Bro, hold up." Knocked on them, and I was like, "Oh, I hear the sound. I hear the music." Dude.
Did you teach her any of our ways?
No, I didn't have. I sat her down. I'm like, "This is called the blues," and I fucking.
You didn't teach her any of our ways?
I just hiked her pants up.
You went,
They hike them, dude. Old black ladies.
Oh,
are
yeah.
hiked, bro.
Yeah.
They are absolutely hiked up. But no, I didn't get to teach her anything. I was kind of like, what the fuck? And then she showed me. I brought it home. I said, holy shit.
yeah.
I've learned the ancient ways.
She disappeared when you turned around.
True. She just turned the gas.
A little bag of ants.
And then I saw her in the candy aisles. Oh, there she is.
I go, now, don't do that.
You're not going to believe me, but your leg might fall off from that. What?
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about that, dude. I don't have diabetes.
There we go.
You thought you had diabetes?
I don't know. It's the second I got my blood taken, I was like, fuck, this result's going to
Yeah.
be insane.
Yeah.
Sorry, haters.
Perfect.
Sick.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Dude, I was
Yeah, I was
somewhere.
shocked. Yeah, that's nice when you hear your boy get it. You
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
oh, you're all right? Whew. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's like when your girlfriend doesn't have an STD and you go,
I knew about that.
I'm good. I'm good. By extension, I'm good.
Yeah.
You can stop eating your pussy with one of those. You got to take off the plague mask.
A dental dam.
Dental dams are nice. They'd be
I
good for
don't even
eating
think I've
ass.
ever even seen one.
I've never have either, but that'd be nice to bust out the dental dam and just eat ass like crazy.
That actually is the only way to eat. You might have just invented something.
It's kind of what they're
Dental
for.
dam for ass eating.
I don't know about that, fellas.
Dental dam?
For ass eating?
You think that's not good? You think that's mean? I'll eat your ass.
I mean, if you eat somebody's ass and it stinks like fucking shit and tastes horrible, you gotta eject. You gotta get out of there immediately.
I still get
We'll
that
just
thing in
go
my head where
deeper.
I just know it's ass.
Dig deeper. If you're going through hell, keep going.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it would just be you could just go nuts with it, but then you might pierce the veil.
Bust through the
Yeah, just bust through them.
the floodgates open.
We've hit the time clouds. I've gone beyond.
Yeah, shake hands with the past. This used to be food. Now I'm shaking hands with shit.
Or you could, never mind. That's disgusting. You could have them wear the saran wrap all day and just get it. Greenhouse
That thing,
effect.
yeah, marinate
The carbon
that.
gas is just bouncing back into the
Marinate
atmosphere.
that fucking thing. Get some seasoning on it.
Put some Saison.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about eating ass for a while. I might break it back out.
Break it out. Give her a little surprise.
Smash your ass. I'm coming off of
I saw this on the internet.
I've done it. Obviously.
What, eat ass?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those
Yeah.
things you just toss in real quick and pop up, and they're just kind of like, "What the fuck was that?" Be like, you love it. I did
you
the
love
test.
it.
Turns out you love it.
Lamise, I know you're an ass man. I know you dig that fucking moon face in there.
No, no, never.
You got a blue face.
Lamoon.
Dude, I'm bloated.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Dang, you give him a lunar eclipse. Dude. The ass has disappeared.
Nah, dude, never.
What's the freakiest goddamn thing you've ever done?
Move your legs like that? What the fuck was that? How do your knees move like that?
That's crazy. You got total.
You have no MCLs or ACL. You have no ACLs.
I'm athletic, dude. It's the build.
Dang, dude.
You claim athleticism nonstop.
He hit the kicks, man. Last week, he hit those kicks.
He claims athleticism.
Those were good kicks.
What's the handstand work? What's the handstand hitting for?
I can't stand. I'll fall over.
What about like an isometric squat? How long can you hold the squat for?
Like a,
Just like a wall sit. Just
dude, I
like
can kind of do an Asian squat.
how long can you hold that?
Probably a while. It's kind of comfortable.
Can you sustain one for the rest of the Patreon podcast?
Right now, it's,
I wouldn't mind it.
I don't know.
The way I always demean Lemire's athleticism is his cartwheels. He had a flawless cartwheel. I've watched him win money because people don't believe he can. I've seen him. I've helped him make
Cartwheel
$200.
I hate to be a cocksucker. You are at the creek in the cave with the least athletic people that have ever existed. It's literally open micers behind a bar going like, I can't believe how athletic this guy is.
No, this was. I've seen it. I saw it. The first time was at the beach. We were at the beach. No one believed he could do it. He ended up getting like a $20 bet going. Hit it flawlessly, like in a way that everybody was like, I can't believe what I just saw.
That would
That's
make an
nice.
old white guy put down a silver bullet. Just like, you're at the beach, you see Lemaire hit a cartwheel and just fucking looking into it like, what the fuck?
Then
It go both ways. God damn it! I'm trying to sit here at the beach. They're doing fucking cartwheels. Honey, big one did a fucking cartwheel. I'm telling you.
Well, we were just talking about this yesterday. We like tag.
I take it back. That was athletic.
Oh, it's so funny though.
Beach trip 2014. You did a cartwheel.
That was probably like that was after pandemic.
It was
This is post pandemic. He's 30 at that point at least.
Dang.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was 38. You guys are old as
He
shit.
was back during the Vietnam War.
Yeah, you guys are so old.
This might be the Immortals. We did it.
Yeah, we made it, dude.
Lees, we
crack.
should freeze you for the future. Just Walt Disney break you back out. Just buy like 2 Bitcoins, freeze Lemaire, and just wait. Come out, you're a billionaire.
It's gonna be idiocracy. You're gonna be the smartest guy.
Dude, what if it's nothing? What if it's just like space?
Awesome.
Like
Awesome way to go out.
What do you mean?
friends.
It's just space now.
Yeah, it's just me.
How? What do you mean?
I
It's
don't
just
know.
space.
Like you know, space is on Earth or some shit.
Space has landed on Earth, and somehow your frozen capsule survived whatever destroyed the planet.
Well, he is already frozen, so he's perfect for space. He's been cold for so long.
yeah. You might not thaw out then. Then you'll land eventually. Maybe the orbs will pick you up like they did Malaysian Airlines.
True. It's just you and 200 Malaysians.
They might mistake you for another orb.
It's a lazy orb.
Yeah, they have like that contact rune language. Like he isn't possibly swollen. There is no way.
They'd see you floating. They go, "That's no moon. It's a space station."
The one the prophecies foretold. The ultimate ass eater.
The ultimate moon ass eater.
Also, like, tell us, how did the universe come into existence? He's like, there were clouds of space when Earth and space hit each other. The dinosaurs rode an asteroid down to Pangea. The continent split apart from a rock.
This all makes sense, dude.
This is all talk. The moon's hollow. This is a long way of me saying the moon's hollow.
Me and James are making a movie. We figured it out.
Oh man, I put a big hole in this. They basically were like, we got a movie. They
Was
gave
it
me the
a
plot.
movie that somebody else already made?
It's Rio. It's the animated movie about birds. It's like to a fucking T.
No, we're gonna watch it.
You got to watch it.
We're
And
gonna watch
adjust.
it and see.
But hold on, what's the movie idea?
It's just like a Birds of Paradise. There's this bird that dances.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
practices
isn't it, that's
dance moves.
Rio.
Yeah, fall in love.
Right away. Here, I got one. There's a fish and he gets lost.
There's an ogre. He's got a homie.
Yeah. There's an ogre that's friendly with a donkey, and I don't know.
They pitched it, and I was listening. I was like, yeah, mate. And I was like, damn, you guys are to a T describing fucking Rio. It's like, is there dancing? I was like, there's a ton of fucking dance. It's like central to the plot. The one bird finally figures it out, and they fall in love.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Back to the drawing board.
Dude, I'm gonna, yeah.
All you need to do is smoke a blunt, watch another animated movie, forget that you watched it, go to the comedy club and go, I got the best idea.
There needs to be a new bird movie. There hasn't been a bird movie in a while.
Rio 2 is, how old's Rio 2? Like 3 years old?
No. It has to be from like 2015, I think.
No way.
I heard somebody was telling me Paddington was really good.
Paddington?
The first two are nice.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that fucking spider. It fucked Chloe up, man. There's a big green spider in the new Paddington, and she's been having nightmares for like a month.
Oh shit!
She just wakes up, and she's just kind of like, the green spider! I have to go in and like, dude. I got in a fight with Maya about Elsa. She was like, we were like driving. She was just like, I'm like, what's the matter with you? And she's like, I just don't have ice powers. I was like, dude. Like.
That happened to me. Sub-Zero.
I was like, dude, that's like a movie character. Nobody has ice powers. And she's like, yeah, Elsa has them. I was like, trying to like gently be like, Maya, that's a movie. And she was like, Elsa's real. I met her at Disney World. So did you see her use ice powers? She's like, yeah. And I was like, I must have missed that. But she was like real down on herself, just being like, sucks.
It does suck. She's right.
She wants to shoot ice out of her hands. I was like, you're a regular person. You'll just accept yourself as who you are. I was like, ice powers are the least of your fucking concerns. Wait till you really get into
India,
it.
Pakistan.
Yeah, I bet they had ice powers too. Yeah, man. I felt bad. Trying to be like, I was trying to gently be like, it's a movie, it's not real. And she was like, don't fucking say that. I was like,
Yeah.
my bad, you're right. Yeah, it just sucks you don't have ice powers. I should have been like, I have ice powers. Sucks for you. Blasting ice all the time.
You should carry some ice cubes and just go.
That would be nice.
Just go. When you turn my age, you're going to get ice powers.
That's kind of a sick idea. You might have solved my problem.
Yeah. Trick her into believing ice powers till she's like way too old to believe in ice powers.
Yeah, true.
She'll be in college one day, just go,
I still don't count.
How
middle
did
of
he
class.
do it? I'm gonna hit her with that today. I'm gonna have like 4 ice cubes in my hand and go, ice powers. She's for real gonna be like,
you go pick it up. That's real ice.
there's gonna be a bunch of like pools of melted water around my house.
All right, we should call it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Good stuff, boys. Good stuff.
Made another week.
The Wild Wild West.
Hey, we're fired up. We're live. I'm with motherfucking Nate Marshall and Lemaire 2.0. Soda King.
I'm back.
You've wasted an online life. You died one time online. Now you're 2.0. I like the online life thing. A lot of people die online.
Yeah.
A lot of greats have died online.
What do you
awesome.
mean?
You just get you get attacked online. That's one online. It's like a video game. That's one online life. Everyone goes, nuh-uh. All right. I've rebranded myself.
Yeah.
You're Soda King.
Yeah. Phoenix, I'm back.
You've risen from the ashes.
Yeah, dude. I have been happier ever since I've been off Twitter, though.
It's bad.
Yo, it's bad. I've been preaching this for years.
Yep, it's bad for you. Well, I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah, I'm back.
2.0. Well, guys, I have exciting news for you. We finished the Cortez book. Obviously, we all know that. I went back and forth. I looked at a bunch of different books. I tried 2 actually, and the one of them was just way too dense. There's just too much going on. I'm like, it's kind of boring. I said, why don't I just go back to the Buddy Levy well? Because I like the way he writes. It's fun. It's engaging. It's narrative focused, not like boring historical records. So I went back into the Buddy Levy pool, and I actually figured it'd be nice to do a continuation of the Conquistador series.
Yeah.
So we're done. Mexico has been toppled. Now we're on to the Incan Empire in South America, Peru, and the like. So I'm just setting the stage, guys. The book is called River of Darkness, and it's the latest wild ride from our old pal, Buddy Levy. And like I said, it picks up exactly where Cortez, after his famed conquest of Mexico, toppling the Aztec civilization.
How does Buddy know so much?
He's a fucking historian, dude.
Okay.
That's his job.
That's true.
But he goes through like these Spaniards wrote like tons and tons of letters because all the stuff they were doing, they had to constantly. It was like you had to get like a license basically to go and subdue native populations.
Yeah.
You couldn't just do it on behalf. You had to like tell the crown like, here's what I'm up to. Here's how many guys died.
Yeah.
It's also really hard out here.
Yeah.
Make sure think of me coming down the road.
It's like gator tags.
Pretty much. They need their hunting license.
Yeah. Okay.
So the Cortez toppling the Aztecs just sent these guys all into a tizzy. So Cortez right now, he's returned to Spain after Cortez he was in Mexico. He didn't go back to Spain until 7 years after he toppled the Aztecs because he had just had so much stuff to do.
Did he bring his babe?
Malinche?
Yeah.
They didn't say.
I mean,
I like to think he did. He died alone though. I think they might have had a little falling out, man. It could have been one of those things where like it was hot and heavy while they were conquering.
Yeah.
And then afterwards,
then she saw him kill his wife. He was like, she's like, I gotta get out of here.
But here's the thing: if a girl sees you kill another girl for her,
Yeah, true.
they might be into that. Yeah, but you're right. Then you get in your first argument, like, why don't you fucking strangle me like you strangled her? And you're like,
I will.
You're like, yeah, fucking tempt me. I'm the Gran Conquistador. So when he finally goes back to Spain, he's a hometown hero. He's actually fucked his bag up though, big time, because he tried to do a bunch of other. They were talking about Hernan Cortez. If you didn't watch the old series, get out of here. Get the fuck out right now. Go back. There's 7 hours of shit you got to watch. Or just jump in. Hernan Cortez, the Gran Conquistador, after all his trials and tribulations, he's got Spain buzzing about the legendary halls of treasure, battles, glory. He's just like a retired quarterback, basically.
Yeah.
Who spent all of his money on like gambling and shit, but he's the fucking man. And he's still like, he didn't die penniless, but compared to like if you discovered New York City and then you're like left with like a couple houses and you're he's definitely the Mayone.
Yeah.
But it's like he died pretty pissed off thinking because the Royals kind of snubbed him. They're like, dude, you're a barbarian.
All right. That's what I was going to ask. Did he fuck the bag up or did they not bless him with?
He blessed it. Well, we'll get into it, but he back then it's like to explain like his bag. They made a lot of money doing these things called I'll see the thing later. But it's like Recondamia, which is like so if I conquered Mexico, I could do a thing, and this was like their loophole for slavery because like I think they weren't technically allowed to take people as slaves.
Yeah.
Which they obviously did it though because they took every expedition they do, they'd have like 4,000 slaves. It's like literally human shield.
Yeah, they're like 600 guys and 20,000 slaves.
Yeah, they amp up the slaves, but the way they could those were theirs. They were saying you couldn't go, and it's like a weird technical loophole. So that they were like, we're not technically taking slaves, but we do this thing where. If I own Mexico, there's obviously an indigenous population. I can lease those guys But it was like more of a feudal setup where it's like you become the lord of the land and they're your serfs.
Okay.
But that, like, when you were like in the medieval system, is like you own the land and all the people on it just had to, like, you were in charge of them.
Yeah.
So you had to protect them. That was the thing, though. If someone came through, it was up to you to protect your serfs. The economia system, or however you say it, economia or whatever. You don't own the land. You're like, yo, these guys now work for you. Do whatever. You're going to pay me money, but these are your guys. And you were still responsible for, like, helping them if anything happened, but these guys totally would not.
Okay.
For the most, again, everyone's different.
Yeah,
but it's like
yeah,
by and large.
They're
So that was
slumlords.
one you could just kind of like gift dudes. That was like a really popular system that they got around. And they were like, they're not slaves. And it was like, you look in, it was like they were fucking basically slaves. You just sold guys. You're like, yeah, this guy is fucking in charge of you now. And you're like, fuck. But he's got, the important point is Cortez did it. Now everyone, he was Mike.
Yeah.
Everyone to be like Mike now, the Grand Conquistador.
It's not everybody's trying to find a new
He
place.
dunked,
to
he
fuck
dunked
it
from the
up.
foul line. So now everyone's going crazy, being like, what the fuck? It can be done. And in their head, they're going, you're telling me there's these like guys that like we can roll through if they're 20,000 deep and we can roll through 450 and take an entire awesome country. So Mexico is already under the rule of the Spanish king, Charles V. And all these explorers, like we said, are turning their greedy eyes south to the Incan Empire, which is South America. That took me forever to learn. Aztecs, Mayans, Mexico, Incans, South America. I every time I try to talk about that, I'd always embarrass myself because I didn't know which guys were which. So the Incan,
I bet you who you were talking to didn't know which guy.
It's a fair mistake, man.
True.
We all make
we didn't know. I was like, I don't know. Those Legends of the Hidden Temples guys. I don't know which one was which.
Yeah, purple monkeys.
I think Cortez grabbed the Egger Craig or something. So the modern day Incan Empire, to give you an idea, sprawled from modern day Ecuador and Peru all the way down to northern Chile, and they ruled over 10 to 12 million people. And they say estimates range 6 to 14 million at its peak, whatever. Had a giant road network stretching 25,000 to 40,000 kilometers, which is about 15,000 to 25,000 miles, more extensive than the Roman empires. Sorry, Sean. In many accounts, more extensive. And it was built without wheels or draft animals. And we'll get into it, but the Incans, you know what animal they rocked with? They didn't have horses. You're absolutely right.
Llamas.
They had the llamas, bro. There was a lot. There was a llama heavy population. They too had never seen a horse.
Yeah.
So they did all this shit with the fucking measly little llamas.
Oh yeah, llamas are slow as shit too, right?
Dude, they're like not even a real animal.
Yeah, they're sarcastic. I hate the way a llama like chews.
I'm with you on that. They have a fucking weird attitude, and they don't have the pulling power of a horse. You can like just ride a llama, as far as I know.
It's just right. Yeah.
Just ride. It's giving you some goofy ass fucking look, and you're like, the fuck is your problem?
Oh, they're so ugly.
Yeah, they're so funny. They look like a Jim Henson creation.
Yeah, we were going to battle and you rode up on llamas and I rode up on a horse. I know from the jump we got
The llama's going to be afraid. Your animal's going to be like, no. You're like, dude, fucking chill. Horses fucking rule, by the way.
Why'd you bring me into battle?
I just want you.
Yeah, just please throw that to the cam. That's what they're working with, dude. They built the Incan Empire on those. Just a llama.
Like that's a crazy.
Yeah, dude. You pull up, you're not getting anything done. Just look into that dumb animal's face. And you're like, you got to fight these guys in metal on the giant horses. Yeah, it's not looking good for the Incans off the bat. They spend so much time with Cortez fighting the Aztecs. Bro, they dedicate like a paragraph to these guys fighting the Incans. It's really embarrassing. But like as we've learned though, smallpox, like the Aztecs, smallpox had already swept through these indigenous populations like a biblical plague. It was around 1525, 1528 via trade routes. And they had actually, smallpox had killed the emperor, Huayna Capac, his heir, and countless others, which had triggered a brutal civil war. This is all right as the Spaniards are gearing up to go here. This is what's going on right now.
Yeah.
The Spaniards are turning their eyes towards the Incan Empire. Meanwhile, smallpox, by killing the emperor and his heir, triggered a brutal civil war between his sons, Huascar and Atahualpa. So the Incan Empire, it's massive, it's grand like the Aztec Empire, but it was like Cortez fought the Aztecs pre-smallpox.
Yeah.
Where they're coming in smallpox and a massive civil war that's like tearing the whole thing apart.
So they kind of came in at the perfect time to run through that.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. So then, the two main characters of this tale, we have Cortez is kind of just, they hang his jersey up in the rafters. We have Gonzalo Pizarro, who's a brother of the famous Francisco Pizarro, and his lieutenant, Francisco Orellana, Orellana. Yeah, double L makes Y sound in Spanish. Orellana.
I like guns.
You like Gonzo Pizarro? Yeah. Well, okay. You're about to find out what he's up to. But so the River of Darkness isn't so much like, Conquistador is about fighting the Aztecs. River of Darkness is about these two people who, well, actually only one of them technically does it, who navigates the entirety of the Amazon River.
Yeah.
So like you catch it in, I forget where, somewhere in Peru maybe, and then it goes all the way out to the ocean. So that's like, it's just massive. It was terrifying.
Had they seen any of the Amazon before?
No, they didn't even know what the fuck it was.
That's like going to another planet.
It literally, it exactly is what it is. And they were like, we're rolling up on dudes with gold, relatively easy terrain. And they hit the Amazon jungle and are just like, fuck. Dude, these guys have horses. So they're going, what the fuck? What do we? They eat the horses for the most part. But it's like the Amazon. It's like one guy navigating the Amazon, and it was still populated with a ton of tribes. Like it hadn't totally fallen yet.
Okay.
So it was like the empire itself had fallen, but you still have, just like in the Aztecs, there was like the main Aztec civilization and just a bazillion warring factions that were littered throughout the thing. So this is a more of a story about exploration, and there's some warfare, but it's very exploration heavy. How long can a guy and a guy and multiple people navigate a massively, like they had no context for this kind of river. That's how fucked up it was. They were just like, this place is nuts.
Do you think they lost horses to pythons? Like anacondas? Like
Definitely.
They were like seeing pythons and being like, what the fuck? And they would strangle a person in their sleep.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, dude. And it's like there's alligators fucking snapping while you're, and a lot of these guys are just like, and we'll get into it. They just like commandeered canoes.
Yeah.
You're on canoes, rafts. Sometimes they'd have to swim across. It's kind of fucked up.
The first time you see any of those without like knowing that exists, that's like seeing monster after monster.
Yeah, dude. Spiders the size of your hand. And the bird calls all day long are just like, so yeah, these guys were fucked up. They thought shit was sweet.
It's monkeys too.
Oh, big time.
Nasty monkeys.
Yep. They big time. These guys, so here's the thing. It's the two main characters of this story are Gonzalo Pizarro, like we said, brother of the famous Francisco Pizarro, there's apparently these 5 Pizarro brothers who are they're really well known in this time. And then his lieutenant, also like their cousin by some weird connection, Francisco Orellana. River, I kind of nailed that. Thank you for the halftime show for bringing me up to speed. River of Darkness is the story of their insane quest to conquer these lands, chasing wild rumors of the land of cinnamon, País de la Canela, was the primary goal, was that they were like, we're about to get a fuck ton of cinnamon. And then as that was going on, legends of a place called El Dorado, the mythical kingdom ruled by, it's not as sick as that, the golden place, the mythical kingdom ruled by a man, this was the legend, he was a king who covers himself in gold dust every day and then washes it off in a sacred lake. And apparently he was in a lineage of kings that went back into like time immemorial. So they thought there was a lake there where like the king had been washing gold flakes off his entire body for thousands of years. So there's like a lake where like there's gold everywhere, but then at the bottom there's these like precious gold flakes. And they were like, they wanted those gold flakes and all the gold in the land and also the super yummy cinnamon to corner the spice market. So this was like on par in their heads with like, we're going to get the Cortez bag basically. Cinnamon and gold. They're like, this is going to be fucking nasty.
Yeah. We're going to be wealthy forever.
Exactly. And so begins the tale of their death-defying trek down the Amazon River. The first Europeans navigate its entire length, facing the otherworldly horrors of the Amazonian rainforest. People, creatures, starvation, which that was a big one, and whatever else. So that's all the prelude. We're just building right now, guys. Yeah. We're building the world, building the scene.
Yeah, a musket can't kill an alligator. It won't even like put a.
It would get them. It would scurry them off.
Yeah,
it would fuck them up, man. You're talking point blank shot. Yeah. And they called them back then. They called them harabuskiers. I don't know why they call fucking muskets harabuskiers.
They had probably already seen alligators before, though, right? I'm trying to think of I'm just thinking of all the.
They probably
first
heard of them
times
because there was some Florida action going. There's probably some, I'd imagine there's some gators down there by the way of Mexico.
Okay.
But I don't know about those pythons, bro. Like
That just a giant monster-sized snake.
It's
I don't know.
A 20-foot snake slithering at you.
oh, dude, it would strangle. Like you would sleep and wake up, and it's got you, bro.
It's just your friend's gone and the snake is a giant lump.
Your friend's crushed by a giant serpent. You haven't eaten in like 2 weeks. I would just eat that fucking snake, honestly. So here we go. Chapter 1. We weren't even in chapter 1 yet. Chapter 1. This is the making. We're gonna get to understand who is this guy, Francisco Orellana, however the fuck you say it. I'll just call him Francisco O. Where's this guy from? You know, how do you forge a man that can navigate the Amazon River with no sonar, electricity, all that shit? So the book starts by painting a picture of the place called Extremadura. It's the rugged homeland of Francisco Orellana. It's a rocky pastoral land with not much going on. This place sucks, honestly. It's like ranch land. There's no great cities. There's no hope for young boys such as himself other than just basically, herding swine and cattle. So, and again, back then, it's kind of almost to this day in Europe, it's not like there's not a lot of social mobility. Like whatever family you're born into, it's kind of that, unless you achieve basically military glory. You're just, for all your days, you're going to herd swine and cattle in like a very unforgiving, shitty land. But the boys here, although a little hopeless, were formed under hundreds of years of battling the invading Moors. I think that was like honestly like an 800-year period. I could be wrong.
Invading black people? Is it like okay? Just,
blacks.
Yeah.
The blacks have been coming through and smashing them for 800 years. Woo!
We up.
You guys almost had Spain. That was a snow bunny. Your ancestors found the snow bunnies.
You know what? I think I have one of those guys on my wall, like from that era. Yeah, in my house.
The Moors?
The like Moorish king painting. My grandma used to have an old Moorish king, the one that hangs up at the museum in Philly.
That's
She had
kinda tight.
Yeah, I got that in the crib. But like obviously the replica Joel.
That's kind of tight. But yeah, they've been battling, bro. They were battling. And so all they know, these boys, all they know is how to ride their Iberian horses and swing those big old swords made of Toledo steel. So that's all these guys did. They just like herded swine and cattle, but then they were very practiced in kind of like sword fighting. Mm-hmm. Like all these guys were like, let me out of here and let me go start hacking people up with my sword.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing like, it was just guys walking around farms, just fucking like if you were like they were like construction workers, but who just carried swords and be fucking doing like sword play. Just like autistic guys.
Yeah.
Who just walk around being like, fuck, dude, I'd fuck you up.
I'd fucking kill you if they let me.
Yeah, they're like, dude, I swear to God, if I ever fucking sold, I would have fucking taken all their gold too. But these guys desperately wanted to elevate out of Extremadura because it was just really not much going on there. So, and the other thing, the thing that was getting them fired up too, from their like, it's a very hilly country, from the top of their hilly perches, they would just gaze upon like, broken ramparts, ruined castles, and kind of like granite remains of Roman arches. So they saw like the ruins of kind of like a former Roman era, and they would see that and they'd be pumped on Rome. They're pumped on conquistadors. They're like, dude, we gotta fucking get out there. So, and that was the thing, like you're sitting there like breathing in pig farts all day. And everyone's like, dude, if you just get on a boat, you could be slashing dudes down.
Yeah.
Banging exotic babes and getting like a big ass fucking spread in some like cool tropical place. So these guys, I mean, it was literally Grand Theft Auto video game. They're going, you can play Grand Theft Auto in real life.
And your life sucks at that moment.
Life sucks, dude. You're literally jerking off in a field next to sheep all day. And it's just like half your family just dies. It just fucking sucked. And Francisco Orellana is like, bro, I want in. This is the only way I can boss up was through conquistador action.
So he was he was like a loser. He was living like not a loser's life, but kind of a loser.
He was
for the time.
Yeah, he was one of those guys that like he was in like their kind of like medieval caste system or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like I guess like maybe upper middle class.
Oh.
So like his family, he didn't really have much, but his family had ties allegedly to nobility because the Pizarros were his cousins somehow. And the Pizarros were like, dude, and he was well off enough to where Orellana had like a formal education.
Okay.
So he had like, he had extensive kind of like legal education. He was actually really good at languages, which kind of comes into play.
Is Pizarro the full name of pizza?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Just had to ask.
That's a good question because I think it's a Spain.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, maybe I don't know. I actually we'll have to fact check that. But no, look up the name meaning of Pizarro. Actually, I'm kind of curious. We should know what the hell we're dealing with here because this is like the cool thing is this is when dudes' last names like you actually knew what the fuck the dude was about just by his last name. Kind of sick. What does Pizarro mean?
Pizarro literally means slate.
Slate.
Yeah. Or
Sick.
slate quarry.
Okay, so like rocks.
Yeah.
The Rock Brothers. Awesome. Okay, that's cool. So this is his origins and early career. Just again, we're still building the character. Okay, so Francisco Orellana, he was born 1511. Okay, so like we said, he came from something of a prominent family. Again, they weren't like super nobility, but they were enough to be like, what the fuck was the term for those guys we talked about in Cortez's land when they were technically nobility, but it was only because of that war with the Moors that lasted 800 years that they had to keep giving people because through military action they kept rewarding people with this like title basically, but they were effectively they were commoners.
Yeah, okay.
God,
Like a special commoner.
There's a term for that. It's called
Special commoner.
It's just like a guy who was in the military. He gets some perks.
General.
It was called like not a vaquero. What was the warrior cast? Whatever. It doesn't matter. We said it. Hey guys, go watch the other fucking ones. We can't be bringing fancy Spanish terms into every single thing. But it was
Not the Super Bowl.
It was the cast Cortez came from, and there was a term for it. Was the Hidalgo.
Okay.
Hidalgo.
Save your fucking fancy computer and AI. You got it on here. Fuck, I might be wrong about that though. I believe it was the Hidalgo class, which was like, again, technically mobility.
Yeah.
But they didn't have all the cool shit to show for it. So
you have to earn it.
if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You have to earn it by killing more people. Because, it's Hidalgo. Yeah, look, guys, we got it all up here. So, Orellana, like we said, he's something of a prominent family, but he still lives in shitty-ass Extremadura. And his claim to fame is being related to the famous Pizarro brothers, who, again, we'll learn about. But being their cousin was enough for Francisco Orellana to declare himself, this is what he declared himself, a gentleman of noble blood and a person of honor. So, it's kind of a sick dating profile tagline.
Yeah.
I'm
Person of honor.
I'm a person of noble blood, and I'm a gentleman of noble blood and a person of honor. But he like wrote that in his journal, being like, "I'm not like these other guys. I'm a person of noble blood and a person of honor." And so, at 16 years of age,
6 foot.
Orellana signs as a mercenary soldier during a Spanish expedition around Panama and Nicaragua, and begins making a name for himself as an able soldier, gaining the attention and esteem of his cousin, the Pizarros, the famous Pizarros. But all of it didn't come for free, though. During these early years of his, military training and battle, Orellana lost an eye, which he then covered up with a sick eye patch.
Damn.
Which is kind of fucking tight.
Yeah.
So this whole time he was just a boy. Now he gets the eye patch, which, I don't know. I didn't realize that one of the guys in the book had an eye patch when I picked it up, and I was like, oh, it's kind of tight. Especially, I think they paint him as like the good guy too. So the good guy has the fucking eye patch.
He's badass.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty tight.
Dude, the famous Pizarro sounds like a circus.
Famous Pizarro brothers. They actually are something of a circus. These guys are fucking, they're wild bros, dude. So Orellana, while, he's vibing out on all the Pizarro brothers, and he's becoming like, he likes all of them. He was most intimately linked with, and this is his, brother on the journey of the Amazon, Gonzalo Pizarro. Gonzalo Pizarro is the second youngest of the 5 infamous brothers, sometimes referred to as the Brothers of Doom. How do you like that?
Ooh.
Referred to as the Brothers of Doom, and apparently out of the 5 brothers, only one died of natural causes, to give you a hint as to how they rolled.
Yeah.
These guys were playing high stakes poker
Yeah.
all the time.
Was he standing out of it, or was he just a beast?
Gonzalo was maybe the biggest dickhead out of all of his brothers. He was a complete fucking, this guy is a fucking asshole. Remember Conquistador, you read about Hernan Cortez, who's at least like, dude, I don't want to fucking have to kill these guys. Like, I'll do it if I have to, but like, let's try to avoid this. Gonzalo Pizarro is fucking brutal from off the completely brutal
It
from off
sounds
the
like
jump.
he drinks blood.
He's bad. He's a Bodman for sure. So, and again, not a lot's known about Gonzalo's personal thoughts and stuff. I don't think if he kept a journal, they didn't find it. He is remembered as being a tall, jacked and hot soldier who could be brutal and crude, while also very, very skilled in the arts of warfare and combat.
He didn't make anybody write that.
Hey, that's just all whispered down the lane. Obviously, we have Oriana being like, "I'm a noble man." Gonzalo, people are like, this guy's a fucking asshole.
The ad that he's hot to it is the part that's like,
He was a tall, hot fuck. He was like the Lannisters from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He was just like a rich, tall, hot, military-minded guy who, like, if he had a bone to pick with you, he was going to try to kill you for sure.
And are there any pictures of Gonzalo?
We can try to find one. There's,
I don't believe him.
if you don't think Gonzalo's hot,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I didn't. You know what? I didn't even think to
And
look at
what's
this
tall
guy.
for the 1500s?
He was
Is he
probably
like my
like-
height, 5'7".
5'6", 5'7".
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good point. I would just imagine.
I was 5'8". That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he probably was like 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
Probably my height. Probably 5'10". I feel like I'd be fucking Gonzalo Pizarro. If I beat you to it, dude, it's a problem. Gonzalo Pizarro picture. Damn, he's got me. You think he's mid? Hold on, dude. What do you think? You think he's lacking suborbital? I'm trying to break it. I need you to break it down in clav terms.
Clavicular would mog the shit out.
You
of
would
me.
mog frame
Not
mog?
me, but clavicular.
You think Clavic would mog him?
Yeah.
You talking
mog,
frame
for
mog? Or you
sure.
talking height? Talking looks?
Kind of looks smog, yeah.
What?
Sorry, he kind of has a Habsburg jaw type thing going on.
Can you send me the pic? Actually, here, can I see it?
I'll text it.
I can't see. Sorry, audio listener.
Sorry.
That's fine. I'll take your word. And on one, so like Abraham Lincoln is pretty chopped. Is he as chopped as Abe Lincoln?
Yeah, Chad. How chopped is Gonzalo?
He's pretty chopped. I think they might be neck and neck. to be
Chopped.
honest.
What?
Look, check him out.
He's chopped mask or chopped femme?
chopped mask for sure.
Hold on, dude. What are you talking about? This guy swagged the fuck out. That's an oil painting.
I respect the beard.
Yo, what are you talking about? He doesn't look like Abraham Lincoln. You're just fucking hating on him. This guy's a fucking mask baddie.
He has Borat face though.
Clav mogs him.
You think Clav mogs him?
Yep.
I don't know. He beard mogs Clav.
True.
He's got a sick. Okay,
He's
fair enough. Fair enough.
mogging.
Okay, let's look.
Just my
We're already
personal
running into
opinion.
controversy.
Just my perspective.
Okay, so let's do a deep dive on the Pizarros because we talked about Gonzalo. Where's Gonzalo? What's this garden he's growing in? Quick deep dive on the Pizarros just to get a sense as to who Francisco Orellana is kind of like linking up with. Who are these guys? First matter of record is that the Pizarro boys were more like the step or half brothers of Doom. Their father, Captain Gonzalo Pizarro, fathered 11 children with many baby madres. Out of these 11 kids, 5 were the brothers, the rest were girls. And out of these 5 boys, only Hernando was a legitimate. The rest, Francisco, Juan, Francisco Martin, and Gonzalo, bastards.
Damn.
They're the bastard brothers of Doom. These guys are they're all bastards except for one guy, which back then was a big deal.
Was he the guy that died of old age too? The one that wasn't a bastard?
Yeah, he was the only one. He didn't carry that bastard chip on his shoulder. So yeah, I'm almost positive that was the guy who actually got to die of natural causes. So out of the Doom brothers, Francisco, not Francisco Martin, was the oldest and had been in the Conquistador game since 1501, 10 years before Orellana was even born. By 1524, Francisco, the oldest one, had completely bossed up, put together his own expedition, leaving Panama for the coast of Colombia, where he actually got his squad tossed by the natives. And so then he's like, all right, like he touched down on South America. And he goes, I think it's something to it because he's in the Caribbean before that. He's like, yo, there's something to that area. I'm going to go back and link up with 2 of my friends, Hernando de Luque and Diego de Almagro. And he forms a private corporation. This comes into play later. Company of the Levant. So he's like, dude, I got fucked up by the guys there. However, that's a whole country. Let's go get it. Let's do, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. We're all in on this. We're all bros. Let's all team up. So, they spent a couple years raising money to sponsor an expedition into what is now Ecuador. Also, it should be said that his one business partner, Almagro, eventually came to blows with Francisco, and as we'll see in a pretty epic Spanish Civil War fought on the South American continent. So this comes into play because he basically promised these guys all this shit for this expedition, but then it was kind of a thing where like Francisco was the bro who went and actually like did it. So we'll see. So okay. So anyway, Francisco heads out to, this is all like how the Pizarros get kind of tangled up with Oriana in the first place in terms of the Amazon. So Francisco heads
before
up.
this is like they're figuring out going.
They kind of know him through like battle stuff, but like they're like, yeah, this is like our weird little cousin. Like, he's proved himself in battle, but like he's not like in with the familia just yet.
Okay.
As far as his book is concerned. So Francisco heads out to Ecuador, and pretty shortly after getting there, they see a boat. But the boat there was a sailboat like theirs, and it's moving through the clear tropical waters near the coast. And to their surprise, it's manned by a crew of natives, which they're like, yo, what the fuck? We didn't know these guys had sails. Like, what the fuck? I thought these guys did like bullshit-ass canoes. Nah, dude, they're hitting him with some Moana action.
Yeah.
He's going, God damn. It's all the way. They're going, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way. So they hit him with that Wayfinder fucking flow. And the conquistadors are going, damn, I didn't know you guys fucking rocked like that. so the Spanish caravel is like, I guess, a small little thing of boats.
It's a boat.
Oh, no, the Spanish caravel is a boat. Thank you, Lemaire. Excuse me. The Armada is a collection. The caravel is a small, swift-moving ship.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know that for civilization.
So the Spanish caravel, not a cake, sails up alongside the native vessel, and the Indians immediately are like, fuck this boat is flying. They jump off to get away from the Spaniards. Some of them are captured in Pizarro. We're talking Francisco, the eldest, not Francisco Martin.
They caught him right away. They didn't even give him a...
Snagged them right away. Capture these guys. The men board their ship, and they're kind of amazed what they see on board. They're going, the Spaniards who boarded this like native sailboat, they see gold, they see silver, they see belts, bracelets, armor, beads, rubies, mirrors, and silver cups. And they're going, where the fuck do you guys get this shit? So this is a huge moment for Francisco because it's like, if you find the native guys with cool shit, mostly gold and silver, you're going, okay, this is telling me we got advanced civilization that we can basically like take all their shit.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what you wanted. If they were just like native guys that like didn't have an advanced civilization, it was kind of a waste of time.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to make them economia or whatever. But again, it's like you want the gold because you have all these business partners buying kind of a stake. So they go, okay, we like what we're seeing. So this is a huge moment for Francisco. And by now, dude, he's 50 years old. So this is kind of his like last, hurrah. This is his last chance to get Cortez level glory. Because that's
His
what
last downhill ski.
His last downhill ski. He's got a bum knee. He's sending it. So he goes, all right, there's definitely got to be a major civilization around here somewhere. And the major civilization, like I said, meant gold glory, Cortez 2.0. And dude, this guy's been working half his fucking life. Time is now or never. So then, here's the thing, you forget, in order to even get here on a boat, everyone's sick and starving. By the time they got to South America, his whole crew is ragged and fucked up.
Yeah.
And they never bring enough fucking food. Everyone's hungry, sick, thirsty.
It's crazy that it always happens.
It's just every single fucking time. You're getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. So Francisco sets up camp along the shore, knowing the state of his men and how he's like, these guys want to go home. We just got here. We're on the fucking 10-yard line. My bros are like not feeling well, so it's going to be a tough pitch. So for instance, because they could have went back, regrouped, and then went, did that. But he's like, bro, we got to
Was that kind of close?
Yeah, he's like, if someone else comes up here and gets it while I go back, I'm going to feel like a dickhead. So Francisco lets the guys chill out. He goes, you guys camp up, chill out, no big deal. While everyone's chilling, he scratches a line in the sand with the tip of his sword. He's getting all these guys. This is a thing they do. It's all dramatic flair. Because these guys are like starving and sick and they're miserable conditions. Yeah. So he goes, no big deal, scratches a line in his sword, and he basically, he goes, yo, anyone who kind of loves money, pussy, and glory, stand on this side with me. All the bitches stay on the other side, and I'll see to it you can go back to Panama on a supply ship. And 13 men, from then on known as the Men of Gallo, stepped over Francisco's line in the sand. The rest of the guys stayed put, eventually boarded a supply ship and sailed back to Panama.
And about how many was that?
13. Oh, it's probably like 40 or 50 guys.
Okay,
So like,
most went back.
yeah, most went back. Just the 13 brave men of Gallo step over Francisco's side. It just worked on them. Like, I'm not a pussy. So, dude, and this is the funniest thing. Like, very shortly after, Francisco and his 13 bros, they sail on. They encounter a city, which is basically a giant Incan stronghold. So it didn't take that much longer for them to find this place.
Yeah.
So the men of Gallo made the right move, in my opinion. So as they get closer, they see a shoreline crowded with hundreds of natives who are just looking at them like, who the fuck are you guys? This is the Incan Empire. So Francisco, like I said, had just discovered the Incan Empire. The other guys came so fucking close. Francisco gets literally Cortez credit. Discovers the Incan Empire, and
You said he got Cortez credit?
well, he's the one. He's the discovered. Cortez kind of more or less discovered for Spain the Aztecs.
That kind of sucks though. Cortez went through so much.
I know.
Before he
These
got
guys were just a little hungry and mosquito bitten. And he just was like, whoa, fuck. He like, it would be like if he sailed directly into Tenochtitlan.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, what the fuck? So Francisco, he's obviously not crazy. He goes, oh shit. So he sees that, immediately busts the Yui. He only has 13 men, the brave men of Gallo with him, sails right back to Spain, intent on gaining an audience with King Charles V, the soon-to-be Holy Roman Emperor.
I love that view of the like locals who see a strange ship coming up, like what the fuck up? They bitched up.
Yep.
Like, all right.
Don't even know what that was. Probably a god or something. That's pretty sick. And this is like,
About to hit him with pikes.
this is the fact that like him gaining an audience with King Charles, not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Francisco's a bastard from the rocky fucking hood of Extremadura.
Yeah.
So like, again, this is like, it's kind of nuts. Like him thinking like, all right, let me go tell the king about this. It was a crapshoot that he was going to talk to the king at all. But he goes, dude, this is our only shot. We need to bring in, we need some real reinforcements. Timeout, I have to pee so bad.
Yeah. It did sound like you were saying what the guy said. We got to do some time out.
Okay, so we sorry I had to pee real quick, but we left off on Francisco Pizarro discovering the Incan Empire, turning around.
Bitch.
Yeah, just being like, fuck this, I'm out. And then he goes to seek an audience with King Charles V, soon to be Holy Roman Emperor. So here's the thing, kind of a long shot, but to Francisco's great fortune and luck, Charles V had just been visited by another conquistador, someone who had showed up with tons of gold, acrobats, and a whole retinue of Indians. Who do you think we're talking about?
Cortez.
Motherfucking Cortez himself. You guys are absolutely right. You guys win a $10 gift card at Best Buy.
Hell yeah.
So it's the summer of 1529. Cortez has just spent 7 years holding the pieces of Tenochtitlan together. Apparently it was kind of a nightmare after it all. It wasn't as simple as like he took it and that was it. He was dealing with Aztec uprisings, launched a failed expedition into Honduras, and most persistently, the nagging legal claims of his rival Velasquez, as well as he's being brought up on new charges for killing his wife when she came to visit him.
Oh, they got him for that?
Yeah, and that's yeah. He thought what happened. Hey, he was like spring break, dude. Happens in Cancun, stays in Cancun. So yeah, he spring braked, and
That makes me happy they kind of got him on it because it was so obvious that he killed.
I think they were just kind of like, bro, like we can't let you into the inner circle. Like this is, you gotta, if you're gonna kill your wife, you gotta have some tact. Like you can't just strangle her in a jungle.
You can't just show up in your hut and then die.
You got to email a guy. And then
So,
respond
but
with
here's the thing
whoops.
to Francisco, this is like really good for Francisco because Cortez, he'd been gone for a while and he really mostly wants to squash that Velasquez shit to be like, bro, get him the fuck out of here. Cause he's like, Velasquez at any point could have came through and been like, yo, bro, this is mine.
Yeah.
And he could have hanged Cortez too. So it's like Cortez is like, fuck it. I got to go to the king myself. I'm going to put on such a crazy show that the king's obviously going to be on my side. So Cortez, who had amassed large amounts of wealth via the encomiendas, the thing we talked about, and land deals, because he owns basically all Mexico, decides it's time to head back to Spain with gifts for the king, hoping to secure legal title to his empire, something, just to shut the haters up, Velasquez mainly for good. And also, so we talked about the encomienda, whatever system, but just to give a little thing again, the encomienda, just so you guys know what we're dealing with, because it comes up a lot. It's like the medieval lordship-vassal relationship, but instead of a typical deal where the lord is granted lordship over a spot of land and his people who submit tribute, The encomienda is a deal where an encomador, that's the name of the guy, is promised a large group of people minus the land who then submit tribute labor directly to the Lord. In return, the encomador is supposed to protect his vassals, provide for their welfare, and lead them into the light of Christ. That was the other thing too. You're supposed to be like preaching to them the whole time as well. Not just have them do all your work. You got to save their souls and protect them.
Okay.
And it's like we said, it's important to note that it technically wasn't slavery. At least that's what the Spaniards said. But then, like when historians looked into it, they're like, "No, this is totally slavery."
Just fancy words.
Just dressed up as like medieval fiefdom or whatever. So anyway, so the summer, Francisco Pizarro comes to plead for the king's blessing to, sack these new lands of the Incan Empire. Cortez had just rolled up with tons of treasure, puts on an epic show with Aztec entertainers, and he finally, after it, grabs his official title of Marquis de Vallehuaca, and he just kind of relieved his main legal worries of, Velasquez swooping in and snagging his title. Still has a civil case against. He's still in the OJ. He can't go back and take any of his merch back, or he'll get in trouble. But more importantly, to Pizarro, Cortez turned King Charles Stoke up to the max. So when Francisco came there with his little bit of treasure, talking about this whole other civilization in South America, Charles caught wind of that and was like, "Yo, bring him in now." And he brings him in. He goes, "Dude, full rights to conquest in this place called, Peru, or as they were calling it, New Castile." So Francisco takes his little scroll from the king saying he can go basically kill all these guys, and quickly raises some money and gathers all of his Doom brothers.
Yeah.
So he goes back to his three guys, those three, his two business partners, the Levant company, or whatever it was called.
Guns.
And he gets all the brothers of Doom and he goes, "Guys,
We
it's our
got
time.
one.
This is it.
Yeah.
I want all my bros, all my bastard bros, come with me. We're going to go fucking take this." And January 1530, the Brothers Doom set out for Seville, whatever it's called, on a ship loaded with all the stuff you need to topple a foreign superpower. Young Gonzalo, again, this is a long ways away from Gonzalo. This is how Gonzalo came to, into the situation as well. Young Gonzalo, apparently, this is according to people's journals, sat at the head of the ship like Leo on the Titanic and just kind of gazed and wondered. Did that. He kind of aura-farmed a little bit.
Yeah.
Sat at the front and let the wind blow his hair. And was just kind of like, where are we even going? So, I don't know. That was just a funny detail.
Yeah.
So, luckily for all the brothers, Peru, like we said, was having its own troubles. There was a brutal civil war going on between the two royal Incan brothers, Atahualpa and Huascar, that made the Pizarro's entry very easy because they kind of landed on the shores and everyone was so, concerned with fighting each other. They didn't have their usual kind of recon, like looking out for boats and all this other stuff. So they just walked right in. They walked right on and they're just moving through the wreckage of this brutal civil war and just looting whatever they saw on the tenant, just looting, just taking shit,
Weapons and bodies. And
weapons, treasure,
clothes.
anything they fucking wanted. So by the time they really get into the land,
Do you think they're like, this doesn't look like I remember it?
yeah, they're probably like, "Oh, okay, what the fuck's going on here?" I wonder though if they were like, "Fuck, is some other conquistador here?" So they're probably like, "What the fuck's going on?" But by now, by the time they get there and get settled in, Atahualpa had defeated his brother Huascar and was now the sole ruler of the entire empire. Whatever remained. But here's the thing: the Pizarro brothers and company, they were not aware of the fact that Incan spies and runners had been watching them the entire time, following their every move. So they went back to Atahualpa, telling him of these strange creatures they rode on the horses and how they had hair. The conquistadors had hair on their faces and sticks which issued thunder and clouds and smoke. But Atahualpa, he's kind of worn out from battle and he's kind of pumped on beating his brother. He was like, "Dude, whatever. Let's just see if they want to. Let's see if they come here. I kind of want to check these guys out." He's not worried about them fucking at all.
He just caught a big dub. He's confident as hell.
He's beat up. And again, I don't know if he was little brother. If that's a little brother victory, it's like, bro, you can't tell me shit right now.
Little brother's relish.
Yeah. I'm
He's
him right now.
Bro, I just beat my older brother up. This is crazy. By early 1532, November 1532, Francisco Pizarro and his now 167 men of Cajamarca rolled up on the Incan emperor, basically to his face, like, "What's up, bro?" Just pulled up on him, just like, "What's good?" So they persuaded. So they persuade they didn't see the emperor yet. They just rolled up on the empire. They persuade the emperor into a friendly meeting in town square. But what they did was kind of smart. They hid all of their infantry and cavalry among the bombed out houses, making it look like they were just a band of like a couple explorers.
Yeah.
So they had heard that Atahualpa had about 80,000 troops at his disposal and didn't want to try their luck in a classic battle. So, pretty ballsy move. So Atahualpa being like, oh, it's like 5 fucking weirdos. I'm kind of curious what these guys are about and see like what their guns are. He pulls up on them. There's just like, a handful of these Spaniards looking a little ragged. Atahualpa pulls up on them just like Montezuma did Cortez. Huge squad of servants decked out in feathers and gold. Squad of royals also carrying gold plates and all the same shit where you just kind of stunt as hard as fucking possible. And also he brought 6,000 troops who showed up with only ceremonial weaponry. So like, like West Point shit, like just shitty, dumb rifles that don't even really work that well. They just show up in like cool looking fucking virgin swords. And the
virgin sword.
He's come up with fucking virgin swords.
Like not really trying to threaten them, but just be like, we could fuck you
Just
up.
look, we're not even here for battle. We're just kind of like check our shit out, man. Just they're literally just stunning, which is so funny.
It's like flying a bomber over Iran.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So Atahualpa, seeing
Show
that
of force.
yeah, it's a show of force. Seeing he has the advantage, he tells Pizarro. Oh, he also knew these guys were like taking and looting the whole time. He goes, "Yo, Pizarro, give back all that shit." Oh shit, my bad. They'd been there it took 2 years for them. They'd been there for 2 years, looting, taking. My bad, I should have said that.
They were going like back. They weren't going back and forth.
They were just
like
moving,
loads.
walking through the lands, doing their thing, taking shit, meeting people. Probably their interrogations were pretty brutal too.
Okay.
So they would just like show them gold and be like, where is this shit? And they would like just break their arms until they're like somewhere over there. They're like, sick. So he goes to Pizarro and he goes, yo, give back all that shit you took for the 2 years you've been here. But then this was a legally, when the Spaniards contacted another like civilization, they were legally obligated to have one of their priests basically give this like declaration of like how Jesus is king and how they are now vassals of it. It's like a really aggressive way to meet people.
Yeah.
Basically being like, you guys are subjects of the Spanish crown. All of your ways are wicked, except Christ or perish. That was like what they would come like right off the bat and say. And like they legally had to do that because the way they justified all of this stuff was like they're actually trying to help save these guys' souls.
Yeah.
Before you could like plunder and take the gold, you had to be like, hey guys, this little guy named Jesus. They had to do the TP USA halftime shit. You guys ever heard of Jesus? Sponsored by the Department of War. So he tells him, give everything back. The Spanish friar opens a book, holding a cross in one hand, delivers. It's called the Requerimiento. It's a speech where, again, legally obligated to open these kinds of meetings with. Speech was a quick reminder the natives should accept Christ and bow to Charles V. Atahualpa asks to see the book. He goes, let me see that book. The friar hands it over. Atahualpa tosses it in the dirt. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yo, that's like a classic bit. Let me see it. Fuck
Tosses that shit, dude. So the disrespect. Now this is the most disrespect. There's a holy book. They disrespect the holy book, and just like that, that's all the hidden cavalry and infantry need to see. They get signaled. They fucking rush out horseback, swords drawn, surprise attack on Atahualpa and his like decorative troops. And just like that, and just like the Aztecs, the horses, gunpowder, it was all too much for the Incans. Cavalry just stampeded the masses while the cannons and the muskets just boomed. And in 2 quick hours, the Spaniards had slashed their way into Atahualpa's litter, which is like they call that litter is like the royal kind of party. He had slashed his way to Atahualpa, and Francisco himself grabbed the Incan ruler, taking him away as the prisoner, and nearly 7,000 Incans laid slain or dying.
Damn.
Like that, they're done. They took over like
in one day.
2 hours. 2 hours work. They toppled the Incan Empire, as opposed to fucking the Aztecs, which took years and years of hardship.
Yeah, you gotta feel like a dumbass taking that L.
Should not have thrown the book. Oh no! Hold on. No. So they're holding Atahualpa prisoner because they got to get all this information out of him. Not long into his imprisonment, Atahualpa starts bargaining right away. Bitches up.
Yeah.
Starts bargaining for his release.
Please. I'm just a king, man.
Just a little brother. I just wanted to fight my brother.
Like Montezuma, he had noticed the Spaniards' obsession with gold pretty quickly. And the Incans, like the Aztecs, thought it was sweet, but it was so abundant. They were like, this stuff's not the end all be all, like whatever. It's just kind of like cool metal you can like do stuff with. So he goes, yo, dude, in exchange for my freedom, Francisco Pizarro, I'll give you as much gold and silver as you want. And Pizarro asked him, how much can you get and how soon can you get it? Doesn't even promise him to release it. He goes, what are we talking here? And how fast can you get me this shit? And then Atahualpa responds, he goes, I'll fill a big ass room. He takes him in like a room as big as this with gold and other trinkets. And there was like exact dimensions. He was like, 8 feet high, 20 feet deep. Like it was like basically Scrooge McDuck fucking sanctuary. Yeah. So massive fucking room full of gold. And he goes, I can do it probably I need 1 year, 12 months. Pizarro goes, okay, cool. Deal's a deal. He had no intention of releasing Atahualpa, even if he did it or not. But through talking out the logistics of getting all this gold to Francisco, he learns like, dude, the Incan Empire is fucking massive. Like it's going to take you guys a year to get all this shit to me. Like this place must be fucking huge. So the Doom brothers are like, dude, we're in control of like, this is way bigger than the Aztec Empire. Like this is fucking awesome. So he's like, we're in control of one of the largest empires, in the world. Atahualpa, so 12 months goes by. Atahualpa, the defeated emperor, honors his end of the bargain, and he gets absolutely nothing in return. He gets sentenced to death. Actually, yeah, pretty brutal. I told you that the brothers of Doom, dude. They're nasty guys.
Yeah, he threw that book, and they were like, "We on his ass. We on his ass."
You can't be throwing the Requiremento or whatever it's called. You threw my fucking Requiremento, dude. So. Okay, so if he gets him all the gold, he goes, all right, are we good? He goes, dude, remember when you try to like, they were like, you were conspiring to like this whole time to like take us out with all your fucking troops. We got to burn you at the stake. And he goes, Atahualpa goes, what the fuck? I just gave you all of the gold in my empire. And he goes, yeah, dude, but like, yeah, I don't know, man. You were going to burn you to death because you were kind of like plotting against us in mind and body.
They couldn't even just cut his head off.
Yeah.
Bro, here's the thing.
It's crazy.
So this is kind of fucked up. They're going to burn him to death. So now he's terrified. One of the friars, so like the friar goes, hey man, we're not going to burn you. I don't think it's right for us to burn you to death. Instead, if you do what I ask you to, we'll execute you by garroting, which is like a crude electrical chair that instead of electricity killing you, it's like a chair you sit in that it slowly crushes your neck. Oh, it's kind of brutal. So it's like being hung, but it was like a chair that just came in and just crushed your neck till you died. He goes, if you accept Christ, and you have to change your name to Francisco in honor of the eldest Pizarro.
They love Francisco.
They love that name, dude. It's so he could be in the books.
Huh?
And so his name could be in the books.
What do you mean?
So his name could be in the history books, like of the Incan history books.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, but here's the thing. They're true, but they're the ones writing the history.
Yeah.
And the Incans do not call this guy Francisco. They call him Atahualpa. It was just a sick fucking thing to be like, dude, you have to take my name and my religion, and then we'll crush your neck instead of burning you. So they were like, what's your name? What's your name? He'd go, Francisco. He's like, who do you love? He goes, Jesus. Like, that's all we needed to hear. And just fucking crushed his neck after he handed over all the gold. Now,
He bitched up. He should have died by fire.
you would think, bro.
Yeah.
Someone made if some dude
My
made
name
me.
is Atahualpa.
Dude, imagine if a guy mogged you so hard that you had to take his first name. That's a brutal mog. Name mogs aren't even around anymore.
Yeah,
You're like, bro, you got to call yourself. You're me
They're still
now.
in basketball. You get dunked on. The
True.
announcers call you by the guy's last name. It's kind of the coolest thing.
That's fucking brutal. I didn't know they did that. It's very
You do it
funny.
sometimes.
So,
Guys
okay,
don't
so
like
now
it.
this gold is popping. Everything's going. Atahualpa dead. So for a whole year, the Incan territories are teeming with just long trains of llamas bearing treasure. Just one after the other llama every day coming in. Just cha-ching, cha-ching. Every llama's just dumping a fucking wheelbarrow full of gold on you. In June 1533.
Llamas, I can picture llamas makes me laugh. They look so dumb.
Because the Spaniards were like beating the shit out of them and stuff too. They didn't give a fuck about the llamas.
Another llama.
So, okay, so they load up. They got all this gold. June 1533, Francisco Pizarro dispatches his brother Hernando, the only non-bastard Doom brother, with a ship laden with treasure as a gift to King Charles V. And the ship, upon getting to Spain, ignites a insane gold craze. So now you have all these other guys like, I got to get down there fucking ASAP. Now, Almago, one of, this is his guy's name. Why are you laughing at his name?
El Mago.
Almago or Almagro, whatever. Almagro. Almagro's kind of nice. So remember Almagro, the guy who was like, Almagro, he was one of Francisco's partner in the Levant company. So he's hearing about all this gold. He goes, that motherfucker, man. I'm one. I got a third of that stake. Let me go see what the hell's going on down here in this company that I'm invested in.
Oh,
So he heads on down to Peru. He sees what's up with all the treasure. And he gets to Francisco. And he's like, yo, dude, like, fuck yeah, nice work. And Francisco hits him with like a fucking like easy partner.
yeah.
Easy
I
partner.
knew it wasn't going to be.
Yeah, he goes, bro, I'm sorry. Did you fucking battle the Incan Empire with me? Did you fight fucking 80,000 versus 200? Yeah, bro, I don't fucking think so. We got to renegotiate, if you know what I'm talking about. And so he's like, don't be hitting me with some even Steven shit, bro. So then it's like, and it's not even just treasure, because now he's the Pizarro, Francisco Pizarro's in control of all that land.
Yeah.
So you think about all that encomienda shit.
Yeah.
It's like, it's gold, it's encomienda, it's land shit. It's like, because it's like, you would think like, where's my little beachfront villa that I get property of?
Yeah.
Because if you're 1/3, if we took thirds on one of these things, it's like, I'm now governor. It's like another title. I have title in Spain, but I'm the governor of fucking, let's say Brazil, or they weren't really into Brazil, but it's like, I'm the governor of Peru, dude. Like, give me something. I need land and titles, and I need my encomienda. Like, this is bullshit. Francisco's just going like, I'll let you know what I think. And, Almagro obviously is not a fucking fan of that at all.
Pissed.
So,
But Francis was kind of right, though.
he was, but he was like, fucker, I backed you.
Yeah, true. He did give him
He
the
made
funds.
a deal, but it was like Francisco. I don't think he was prepared for what he walked into, and he was like, "Bro, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna honor our bargain, but if you think you're getting a third of this after these developments,
I'll give you a
fucking
bag,
dusted.
but a third is.
I got 5 brothers, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you something and I'll have less because I got to split it with my brothers.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a third, and I'm gonna have a fifth of a third.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. This is Doom Brothers or die. So, yeah, Almagro's down there, and he's like, dude, come on, man. It's pissing him off. So now the two sides break off in the Spanish Civil War, just like the two brothers of the Incan Empire had just done. The Incan Empire is in new hands for 5 minutes, already another civil war.
Yeah.
So, now we re-enter. This is where Francisco Orellana comes back. He's done his conquistador thing a little bit. He's been in some military campaigns. And now he's chilling at his house in Puerto Viejo, which is a present-day Ecuador. Again, we're still in South America. And one day while hanging at the house, he hears two of his cousins' provinces, these new lands they've taken through sacking the Incan Empire, are under attack by Incan rebels. So he uses his own money to amass a small force of soldiers, about 80 guys, and takes off for Lima and just smashes the Incans who were kind of doing the uprising, and then does it again in Cusco. And he returns home from the successful missions, kind of, bailing out 2 of the brothers of Doom. And they're like, yo, Orellana's a dude. They're like, okay, man, you're the man.
Yeah.
He just wants his cousin's approval. So they're like, yo, dude, we owe you one. You're the fucking man. But now in the middle of all this, the Pizarros are still battling, their salty business partner, Almagro. And on April 26th, 1538, the two factions were having a showdown right outside of Cusco. Orellana, who had just made he'd just been made a general in charge of 700 dudes for helping. He goes to join the fight. He goes, oh shit, you guys are fighting the Doom Brothers again. I'm gonna grab my guys and I'm gonna join the fight against Almagro. And he is okay.
So he's with the Doom Brothers.
He's now. Sorry, I thought he went back. He actually was there, and they're like, "Yo, help us out over here." So he just brings his guy. So they give him the title of general, and he's in charge of 700 guys. And he helped in the decisive battle, one where 120 of Almagro's guys got killed by only a handful of Pizarro guys. Almagro escapes on the back of a donkey, is found, and makes a valiant last stand before being captured and sentenced to death by garroting, just like the other Incan Empire.
Why are they using all the funniest animals?
Dude, escaping on an ass.
Escaping an ass with a fucking donkey.
He tries to take the burro. He takes the burro, and they roll up on a horse like, dog, are you kidding me? You're like getting in a Mitsubishi Galant. and tried to run from the cops. And it was like, like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
They're just looking at each other. Yeah.
So Almagro goes into business with the Doom Brothers, ends up getting his neck crushed in because he wanted a little more than the Doom Brothers thought he was going to get or said he was going to get. So as a quote unquote reward for his help, Oriana is gifted some territory now. It's like, oh, nice. Only the land is a marshy bog with tons of hostile forces, and the Pizarros had not been able to settle this land. So they give him a fake gift. They go, bro, you the man. This land's perfect for a guy like you. We know you can take this shit out. Like we don't, we got other stuff going on. And it's hard to traverse via horseback. And the whole time, Oriana, like, he's like, yeah, these are like my cousins. I got to impress them again. He's like, it's like hard. It's like marshy fucking bogs. There's rivers across. The whole time he's being attacked by small bands of native forces. But in the end, Oriana prevails in conquering the land, founding the city of Santiago. And here in this new land.
Oh, that's Chile.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I believe so. I mean, there could be a couple Santiagos kicking around in South America, but I have to fact check that. But either way, he gets this land. He gets this new land. And Oriana is very smart. He starts to study the local languages. So he doesn't go and just like fire and doom on these guys. He subjugates the area, but then he's like makes peace with a lot of the native groups. And he's like trying to learn how they speak so he can then like, it'll help him, kind of going forward. Francisco Pizarro is pumped on his little cousin Oriana, grants him the title of lieutenant governor in his newly founded land that he conquered on their behalf. So he's like, dude, this is crazy. He has a title in multiple places. And Oriana gets to chill for a little bit in his newly kind of christened land, but soon he's summoned by the Doom Brothers again, tapped for an expedition that would test him in a way that none of the others had before. And now, guys, we are in chapter 2, the quest for El Dorado and the cinnamon, La Canela. So now, we're in 1540. Everyone's kind of chilled. The Civil War's over. People are doing their thing, and everyone's just kind of like kicking it on the estates. Gonzalo Pizarro, in these times of relative peace, starts hearing tales of El Dorado, land of gold, the Golden Man King, the Gilded One, as they say, and the land of La Canela, the cinnamon place. And he, again, we hear about the thing, how his servants cover his body in gold flakes. He walks around a village flashing golden dong, hits the fucking lake, washes off. That's all he does all day. Covers himself in gold, stunts, washes. And it goes back to the beginning of time. So these guys are like, there's like a religious frenzy over like, this is like like almost like a magical world these guys think they're walking into. So again, like coinciding with the gold talk were the tales of the land of cinnamon. And also the thing is, one of the bros had ventured east and came across a valley full of the cinnamon, known as the Cinnamon Valley, but they got repelled by indigenous tribes. But they were like, they had heard that east of the cinnamon was the Golden King. So this is all hearsay and like, you're like tweaking a Indians' nipples with fucking swords and like, where the fuck's the cinnamon? They're like, it's over there. So that's how they got a lot of their information.
The place called Cinnamon Valley.
La Canela. So they were like, okay, maybe the king lived beyond Cinnamon Valley toward the mouth of the mighty Amazon River. Which again, they'd heard of some rivers going on there, but they're not really that familiar as far as I know with the mighty Amazon. So, and here we have other intel on this area as well, like coming off the coast and kind of doing a real foray into the Amazon jungle. The first person, guess who the first person was to try to take the fabled lands of La Canela, and it's a deep cut from Conquistador.
I'm forgetting the name, but the guy who looked in the volcano was my guess.
Name, dude.
He was my guess.
You got it. Diego de Ordaz.
He seemed like the guy.
Cortez's captain who climbed that big ass volcano and stared into the crater. With the king's blessing, Diego de Ordaz, hearing all the gold and cinnamon talk, amassed a sizable force of 600 men and 36 horses. Leading his armada across the Atlantic, Ordaz aimed to enter South America via what he thought was a path to the mighty Amazon, but ends up navigating the Orinoco River instead. He enters through the Boca de la Serpiente. That's a notorious narrow strait between Trinidad and the Venezuelan mainland. Yeah, dude, pretty fucking nasty. So he's got this, the king just blessed him with this nice force, ships, all this stuff. He goes through the Boca de Serpiente trying to get to South America. And, dude, it's like, it's the gateway to the massive Orinoco River. It's got killer currents, shifting sandbars, and sudden storms. True to its name, the Serpent's Mouth devastates many of their boats on punishing sandbars and whatnot. whatnot. Ships wreck. Men swim to the coast to float on the wreckage. This is like they're starting this voyage to get there. This is how this is the only one they've actually like tried, and it was a kind of a nightmare. But luckily, some of the smaller boats survive. So once on shore, Ordaz sees that half his men are gone, by the way. Many of them drowned or lost. And also, through later expedition, it was rumored that a good amount of the shipwreck survivors ended up living with various native tribes, since there was sightings of like white guys with big beards among the locals.
Yeah.
As people later came, they'd be like, where the fuck is that guy from? Like another like.
But they just fully assimilated to local.
Yeah. A lot of them would get into like kind of like military positions. They had like a lot of military knowledge.
You kind of got to become like a white tribe guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. It's Last Samurai for sure. But yeah, they so that was kind of funny to like, they would just like every now and again be like on a boat and just see like a white guy, like, what the fuck? So finally getting on land.
The white guy looking back at them like, I remember those days.
Yep. So finally getting on land, Ordaz's now 300-man force, it was 600 now, it's slashed in half. They start their exploration, but again, it's like they're moving through like the delta's swampy maze of channels and all this stuff. So they use like the surviving boats and like just pieces of wood basically to kind of like walk/float down like a really marshy kind of fucked up area. They hit the Orinoco River, and then they row/sail upstream along it south and southwest, aiming for the Meta River. This was I don't know what the fucking river this is. And they're like, all right, the gold's just beyond this river. So some indigenous locals, they're like, oh, dude, there's like a king with one eye who can give you guys all the gold you can handle. But Ordaz is like, he's way up there. And Ordaz is like, dude, we can't get all the way up there. And these rivers are like rushing, gushing rivers. So they're like, I don't think we're going to be able to get up there. It's like, fuck, the waterways are too risky. So he goes, let's regroup. Now that we know the Boca de Serpiente, let's come back and we'll conquer the great land. We'll take the gold from the one-eyed king. I'll be just like my bro Cortez. But on the trip back, Ordaz gets sick, having contracted some disease in the jungle, and he dies. But the tales of the one-eyed king and all of his gold live on. So this is the shit the Pizarro brothers are hearing. They're going, oh boy, I want to fucking find this guy. Others traveled the same area unsuccessfully, trying to, this area was just too fucked up. It was a jungle. It was like, we can't do it. But they heard also the similar things about the king beyond the Meta River, the gold, and all this other shit. So Gonzalo Pizarro and Orellana, or Gonzalo Pizarro is just like completely rock hard for El Dorado. He's like, we're already here. We got all the guys. Let's fucking go. Let's do it. We're, and also all of these other conquistadors are fucking flooding the area. Yeah. So he goes, all right, we gotta go now. So Francisco Orellana, learning that his kin is setting off, races over and pledges himself to be of assistance to Gonzalo Pizarro. And Gonzalo's like, yeah, man, meet me in the motherfucking jungle. And with that, our journey into the Amazon begins. Ooh.